Hello, everyone. My name is my name, and I'm on a computer, and I will not deserve it if I do that again. How do I make this so that it doesn't get it? I should clean my desk though. You guys want to see my desk? I think it wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like it if I showed you my desk. That kind of works. It's supported by that thingy too. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Oh my god. I better guard my privacy. Make sure my privates aren't unguarded. Your privates are guarded. Hello guys, my name is me. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm trying to learn how to I'm just trying to learn the prereqs of programming languages in general. I started making a diary. It's pretty technical though. So I could turn this on to, if I do this, what's this thing do? So, oh. Uh-oh. What's this? What the fuck is this? Hold on, what did you say? I didn't hear a word this nigga said. Matthew, what's up, bro? What's cracking? I'm sorry, I should probably be doing this on my computer. Is the live stream weird? Like, is it like choppy? Because like, you guys like my hair? I did it myself. I just laid. Hey, Hollow Spider, what's good, bro? I miss you guys. I miss the times we used to play games. Now I don't ever play games anymore. I played Clash Royale just a couple minutes ago. I was pooping. But yeah, I played it. And, you know, some guy found me, bro. He tracked me down. He freaking tracked me down on the internet. And he told me that he kicked my ass. And I was like, bro, did you get poop on your foot? Because I was pooping. And then I also told him a whole bunch of more things that was venomous. It was really venomous. Because I was like, bro, I was really pushing hard, bro. I was like, I remember you. He said, I threw a gay chicken. I was like, well, how's that chicken gay? I don't think my chicken's gay. Like, there might be some gay chickens, but I don't think mine is. He never told me. But anyway, so I did a little chicken thing. I was like, rah, 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 because he was using Princess, uh, Goblin, Barrel, Knight, bro. And I'm like, okay, from 9 years ago, you watched a YouTube video and never got any better at the game. So I threw a chicken at him, you know, because I'm using like a deck I created, you know. Because I don't like using meta because it's so boring. After a while, I was like, okay, I'm just waiting to use these couple cards, and that's the game, you know. If you respond, you're mad. Oh, we were talking about some guy he found me on the fucking internet after he beat me on Clash Royale while I was pooping. He said he kicked my ass, and I was like, did you get poop on your foot? Because I was pooping. And then I told him other venomous things. So that I mean, I was like, if you get excited about Clash Royale wins, that means you just don't know that you're a bot. You know, Eli, did you try to message me again and you got blocked off of my shit? Why do they keep blocking him? Why do they keep blocking my brother from commenting on my YouTube channel? What's up, Ashley? What is you saying? What are you saying? CBDB? What's that? I'm mad at you though. If you respond, you're mad. That's why I responded to you, so I am mad. People still play. No, I don't really actually play Clash. I just started again. I stopped playing for like 2 years or something because Warcraft Rumble came out, and I just love Warcraft. I'm a stupid ass, nerd about Frozen Throne 3, and I just really want Frozen Throne to come back one day, Warcraft Frozen Throne. And I want them to like remaster it or something like. Let's get on the line online with it. Let's at least like let's play that. But then they came out with Warcraft Rumble, so I was like, and I was like, baby. So I started playing Warcraft Rumble while I pooped instead of that. But then I stopped playing Warcraft Rumble because I started developing AI and stuff. And I was like, oh, I am on Chat GPT now and DeepSeek and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Mimi? What's up, Muhammad Anthony? Hey, Eligma, bro, you didn't get blocked this time. What have you been saying? You said that you got blocked again. Why did you get blocked, bro? I noticed that you only have 7 viewers and no likes. I'm gonna go ahead and sub. You kind of sound I'm an angry person, so like I'm so frustrated with the universe that I can't fully understand it. That me as a particle within the universe itself, it makes me feel like I'm trying to observe something without having the full picture. So I do get a little bit angry about the fact that I can't definitively crack the code of the universe. I think I'm pretty close at least, but yeah. But I am a little bit angry about that, and think the anger drives me to try to continue to figure it out. I really think revive revive Clash Royale. You revive Clash. You. What is you? Who? Me? You? I don't know if I'm saying this or you saying that. Hey, I'm joking. Mad scientist is. Oh yes, I'm an angry and mad scientist. No, seriously, Eli. What did you say before? Because you just messaged me. But if I go over there, it like does this. I don't know. Pakiraju. I could have some Indian in me, but it depends on if you're talking about like how Europeans view Indians, because some Europeans and Americans think that Native Americans are Indians. But are you talking about like India? You know, like Priya Prishnakar and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But no, I don't know exactly everything I am. I did do an ancestry thing, and I have a whole bunch of Africa and Scott and Irish and up there with Vikings and stuff, and blacks, a lot of blacks and sandy blacks. I also have some sandy blacks. I just don't have any Asian or Mexican, I don't think. I think those are the only things that I don't have besides like maybe a couple whites like Russian and German. I don't think I have any of the German whites. Hey, if you respond you're mad, you kind of look like our cousin Benjamin. Eli, does he kind of look? Does his profile picture kind of look like Benjamin? You look like Benji a little bit, right? I'm like looking at this. I'm like, is that Benji? Is my old Cuddy up in the chat with me though? Bro, if you respond, you're mad. How do you have a #1 badge? What does that even mean? Did this turn to TikTok? This never used to be like this. This never used to be like TikTok. Now it looks like it's TikTok. You guys, nobody answered me. Do you guys like my hair or no? That was the big question. This message is held for review. What is this? Got it. Potentially inappropriate chat message seen by you and I hidden. Got it. Okay. It said you can disable it. He's also 79% Japanese. Show. Why would they hide that? These niggas. You know what I'm saying? Did they moderate me? Did they censor my N-word? Anute? Yeah, I remember you, bro. A nut? Did I make your overlay nutter butter? The nutter the nutty professor? Did we play Back for Blood? Did I find you in another person's video game or live stream and then and then harass you guys about something stupid and then we started playing games like on Overwatch and stuff? Do I remember you? I'm not sure. Do I? Yeah, the Nut Buster. Nutter Butter. I said Nutter Butter. Did we meet on a live stream of somebody on YouTube? I got the smiley crying face emoji because I often got And I always get into online arguments, except for it turns into like just like a venomous spiel from me. I'm just like being so venomous. I'm like a cobra. I'm just like, what did you just say to me? What did you say? You just said something to me that equals I need to destroy you. I always respond with the cry face. I always do. I'm also always mad. So you're right. That's fucking crazy. Dino Duck. Yeah, that dude. I think I'm still subscribed to him. Yeah, bro. What deets about what, bro? What deets do you need? I got some deets. Details. Deets nuts. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta calm down. This is I forgot this YouTube and it's like algorithmically public. So me over here saying these things. I did mark not for kids. So can you say these nuts if it's marked not for kids? You know, because you know you don't want to cuss. Like you can't say like fuck you. You know, if a kid, if it's for kids. So I think I'm okay because I said not for kids. I think so. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I can say these nuts. Yeah, I'm partially black. I just said earlier, bro, that I got like a whole bunch of blacks in me from the Africas areas, from the Africas in the African areas that had got brought into Texas in a tumultuous time of history. They had got brought from the Africas, from all over the Africas, and then they had got over here to the Texases, and then spread all out to the USS's, you know, and then got the millions and billions and Shaquille O'Nealians of blackies all over here with me. So I got a lot of blackie in me. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of black. I already said that. I said that I also don't have Asian, but then I am Japanese because I don't consider Japanese to be Asian since it's in the water. But I also have I might have Indian. I might have Indian, but also I got Scottish and Irish, and specifically exactly Vikings. I'm a Dane. I'm also a Dane. I'm from the Dane lands. Nah, just I kind of got some of that on accident. I don't know if it was accidental. A black girlfriend? You still want to? You still play any? I mean, I play some game. Hold on, I come to the girlfriend thing. I do play some on when I'm pooping, and I was playing some games when my nephew came. I was playing. Well, I didn't. I was gonna play. Did I play some games? We played Clash Royale. We played Clash Royale, but I mean, I still got hundreds of games and stuff, and I still would love to play games, but I got a lot of work to do. I'm not working right now because I'm talking to y'all, but I kind of want me a black girlfriend, but they be picky as fuck. They want Tyrone. It's, I mean, technically, my girlfriend's Asian. Um, and when I was younger, I had didn't really have like a super preference for who I wanted to like what kind of woman I wanted to experience. But you know, I just kind of dibbled and dabbled, and then that was that. And then I settled with who I wanted, and I don't know. I guess I don't really know how to say that now that like I'm in a committed relationship. But if you do, it's like not all black girls are the same, so you gotta understand that. They're not all the same. Some of them are very possessive, but then you can say most women are. It's like some of them have really high standards, and some of them are like you're not completely wrong though. There's some of them that I know, the ones that be sporting the Jordans and got the hair and shit like mine and stuff, and then they'd be like on the fucking bus or the Max or something. And it does depend where you live too. On you, I'm gonna call you Buster, bro. I don't know what the fuck that is. A nut, a nut. Oh yeah, that's cool. A nut. How racistly accurate of me. What you say, Eli? He does a lot. I mean, some of them, Eli, don't drop them all down to that level because, like, some of them, they don't want Tyrone. Some of them are that woman that's on that one movie every time that it's in Europe and she's with a white guy. So I mean, like, there's movies that show you that there's these black girls that like straight up want the guy that has the shirt all the way up to here buttoned and the tie and everything, and he's on Wall Street, and and sometimes he's not on Wall Street. Sometimes he's like rowing a boat, and the black girl's like, I'm a part of this, I'm gonna just yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so cool, dude. And then it's like, I mean, not that cool dude is a white thing. I say cool dude all the time because I'm a cool dude. That's just how things go like that. Fix my face? No, 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 no. No, I can't. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered because, like, if I fix my face or my teeth, then I can't like program anything because I'm in the bathroom all like, how pretty is this? Is this pretty? I'm gonna go ask somebody on the internet to see if I'm pretty or not. Because like the more time I spend in the bathroom, I mean it's only because I'm pooping or showering or something. But once I have pooped, once I have gotten out of the shower, I hurry up and get out of the bathroom so that I can get back onto my computers and then get to work because there's things to be done. There's things to be done. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I have the balls to show my face because I know that I'm sexy. I know that I'm sexy. And I have an equal partner in life to show you and prove how sexy I am. I mean, my girlfriend thinks I'm sexy. My mama thinks I'm handsome. I'm not a pretty nigga, but my moms think I'm handsome. Hate to hear he says, she says shit. Unless he says, she on my dick. It's no coincidence. Niggas who fuck with me get shot. Ah, quiet, 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 quiet. I'm so sexy though. bro, he's really up on the internet calling me ugly. And if he's a boy, then bro, you that chicken. If he was here earlier, I'm talking about with the chicken, because some guy called my chicken gay. Some guy called my chicken gay. I was like, how dare you? How dare you assume that my chicken's gay? Your chicken, I'm not saying it can't be gay. I'm not. I'm just saying, how do you know my chicken is gay? My chicken never had sex with a guy chicken before or a guy human. So therefore, my chicken can't be gay. And my chicken never told me that he was gay. And as a matter of fact, they never told me if it was a girl or not. Because I think a chicken is a girl. So how is a chicken gay? Wouldn't it be a lesbian? Wouldn't it? No, you're not. No, you wait. Poops in the poops in the shower. Yeah, I'm pooping directly in the shower, bro. I'm pooping all the way in it. No, I did read something on the internet. I think it was Quora. I don't use Quora. Does anybody else just like hate Quora? I mean, Reddit is toxic and it's like filled with like basement dweller band hammer guys, but I was on Quora and then I came across this thread that all these people were talking about they poop in the shower and then smush it in the drain with their toes. And I was like, what is this thread I've come? What have I just discovered? What part of the earth have I stumbled into? And these people are just, yeah, I just like use my toes to wiggle around because it doesn't go in all the way. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm here anyway. And there's people chiming in about pooping in the shower. And I'm like, man, that's nasty. I mean, I pee in the shower. I ain't gonna lie. Ever since I saw that episode of 2.5 Men with homeboy, his freaking lights went out, and he was like, I'm running low on money, so he instead of buying athlete's foot, cream, he peed on his feet. He's like, hey, Alan, did you know if you pee on your feet, cures athlete's foot, but they don't want to tell you about it, because it's free. So he went to go pee, and ever since then I've just peed on my feet for some reason. I don't poop in the shower though, bro. That's disgusting. I forgot. So what is GJK talking about? Is he still talking like being mean to me? Is he still being mean? Gets fight. Yeah, bro. Anya. A nut, bro. I'm sorry. I keep on saying Anya. Bro, change your name and stop changing it after that. What the fuck? I think it's like the 12,000th time you've changed your name, Buster. This conversation was only on loop for 2 minutes, but then bro started talking about random. I'll be talking about hella random stuff. Bro, those are that's Eli's my brother. and Buster is my internet brother. We've ran around and shot fucking zombies in the face. So you better watch out. Buster got my back, and I got Buster's back. So don't start to. You could be mean to me all you want to, but if if you be mean to Buster or Eligma, I'm gonna just kick you out of my chat. I mean, I don't really need to stick up for them. They can handle themselves, and it'd be funnier to watch them destroy you. But yeah, be mean to me, bro. That's okay. But shut the fuck up when it comes to my family, motherfucker. Guys acting like women crying. Men cry too. Men cry too. I didn't, there was like a time in my life where I was like 9, and then I don't know, I think I was like 30 or something like that, and I hadn't cried, and then I think who was it? My Uncle Johnny died. I was like, man. And then, that was just really sad. And then Lily died, and I was like, oh man, what the fuck? I was like, fuck. And then, dude died, and I was like, what the fuck? And then, that was just how it was. Sorry to kill the mood or whatever, but men cry too. Not just women. Don't be targeting women because they cry. This message is held for review. No friends have an ass. That's what he said. I'm gonna let that one slide because he's being mean. I'm acting like a girl over comments. No, I ain't. No, I'm not. Girls act the same way any other human acts over comments, bro. How is someone acting like a girl going like what are you talking about? Yeah, 1 year, bro, like in a couple months. That's the craziest part. It's like how? Like what? Like that's like so random, bro. It's like wow. But yeah, rest in peace. They up in there, they up in heaven and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They up there. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke one for the homies. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't drink, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it'd be like. What y'all be doing these days, though? Real talk, though. GJK? All right. He brought it. He brought it to the table. You ready to figure out why you just used that word, bro? You ready to figure out how inferior you are? You ready to... Hey, extra cash. I suggest you get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hey, I love you and everything, but you might not want to hear what I'm about to say, because this dude's over here. He's being like low key trying to be slick with his racism. He's one of those cowards that can't be racist in your face. He'll cross the street to be racist. He'll look down to be racist. He'll say it to his kids in the comfort of his home, on the internet. All that stuff, but he will never say it to anybody's face. He will not go to the places where you can really test yourself. Like, let's say there's a singer, and you think you're the best singer in the world. Well, what you have to do to prove that is you have to go and you have to sing, and if I ever fall. You have to sing Boys to Men, that fucking song, to prove that you are the best singer. You got to do it, and you got to be dope, and you better not mess up. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. This guy will not go to the hood and say none of that shit. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. But I'm going to tell you exactly why you're racist. I'm going to tell you why you're racist. Uh-oh, message held for review. It says this message is held for review, and I can't. All right, so I'm going to tell you why you're racist. And I'm going to tell you that I do pity you. You see, my mom's white, and I'm not racist. But I will tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what racism is all about when it comes to black and white. Black and white, we come from the same part of the world. We all come from Luca, the last universally common ancestor. That's where we came from. That is the last universally common ancestor that every organism on the planet Earth actually originates from. That's where we all evolved from. Then it spread out to be algae and stuff, red, blue, green, the standard things. And then you got all these different life forms that come around. And then you have animals that spring from these organisms. And then you have these animals that must fight for survival. And it's the light in the environment that really tells you exactly how to evolve, tells your DNA exactly what it's supposed to do as it goes forward, trying to not survive in the environment, but to create a lustrous environment, like a very lush environment. That's what it's all about. So then once you get to like cultural things, see, you brought up something crazy. So now we're going to fast forward all the way to medieval times and, past that a little bit. We got whites and blacks now, because for a lot of our history of antiquity, we didn't worry about white and black. That wasn't really a thing. And then we got the South Atlantic slave trade. And that's what really caused a lot of this. And then what it got to be was that black people got freedom in America, and then there's elite people that are white and they want to keep white power in establishments. So that's what happens. Hey, 25 people that just joined, you should get out of here. We're talking about something pretty intense. Anyway, I'm telling why this guy's in my chat being racist. But anyway, so what happens is you have these black people and these white people now in the same environments. And what happens is a black guy fucks this white woman, right? Because she likes it. She wants it. She does. She wants that shit, baby. And then she has a brown baby. If that keeps happening, then everybody's brown. So it's a survival mechanism that's been instilled in you and your ancestors and your descendants, which you're doing now, as a survival mechanism to ward off extinction of your own inferior gene. It's not that you're inferior as far like mentally or just in general. It's just the gene is not dominant. So if you keep on having sex with black people, then you're extinct technically. I mean, your gene lives on through that race, but skin speaking, that part of biology is extinct. And that's what racism is really all about. It's to make sure that there's still a section of humanity of whites that will not mate with the black people, so that there will always be a section that will remain white, and that there is always a section of black people that will not mate with white people. So therefore, they won't mate. So there will always be those sections. It's about survival. It's about maintaining and preserving the integrity of the actual bloodline. That's what racism is all about in America, at least. And a lot of it, if you go to Asia, it's sort of the same way, because there's, kind of like higher class Asians in China, and then there's lower class Chinese people. So, and then there's even parts in China. You're lucky you can be racist here in America, because in China, what they do is there's some people in China that actually harvest organs of the lower people that they think is lower. You know what I mean? So be lucky you could be a redneck American on your porch singing to your corn with a banjo and yelling the N-word off your porch at every little person that walks by. You know what I'm saying? Be lucky you can do that, because if you was in China, you'd probably getting your organs harvested or something, because racism goes all around the world, and it's not just black and white. But I'm going to tell you, I just told you why you're racist is because extinction is knocking at your door if at least some of you are not racist. And that's your job. Your job is to maintain and make sure that there's a place on Earth that there are still some light-skinned people. And it's not racist coming from me. I'm just letting you know. If you're racist, you're a redneck to me. I don't care what you identify as. You can identify as a horse. I'm still going to call you a redneck. Doesn't matter. I identify you as a redneck. I identify you as chewing on a piece of straw, singing to your corn with a banjo, yelling the N-word off your porch to all the little boys and girls that walk by. That's what I imagine when somebody says that word. So you already put that frame around you, and for you to fight it is futile. It's futile. Dude's all denying I'm not a redneck. I'm not a redneck. Now who's getting mad? No, I love talking about this shit. This is like the other thing that I live for, is like exposing what you're all about. I know who you are. I know who you are. You use that word. You'd expect me to get mad. No, a guy I can tell, because obviously he's interested in what he's hearing. So he's gonna hear me. You're here. You're gonna hear me, bro. I'm saying. But yeah, anything you have to say about that, obviously isn't of value because you haven't said it. Hey, bro. Hey, thanks, Extra Cash. I didn't really do this for subscribers. I really want to talk about the universe, but this guy over here saying the N bomb. You know what I'm saying? Sorry you had to come through and experience. I warned you. I told you, but get some good rest. Get that good sleep. Get that good rest. Don't just sleep, bro. That's what it's all about. I'm jealous though. I wish I could sleep. Shit. I'm over here working on the universe on my computer. I'm on my garage computer right now. You guys know this is like a 8 core with like less than 12 gigabytes. Well, it has 12 gigabytes of RAM, but I never really have that much. I never really had that much. But yeah, I don't know, Buster. Do you remember my old computer, bro? Don't pay that fucking guy no mind, bro. Hey, I'm not normally live, bro. I'm just doing this tonight because I got distracted, and I thought maybe I could come across some people that might want to talk about the universe, but motherfuckers just always want to be racist, bro. Like, why did this? I mean, I know why they be racist. I know why they being racist, but why do you think you are actually doing something? Wait, Hollow Spider, I know, bro. I know. But if I go live, bro, I'm gonna be programming, and you don't want to watch me program, especially since I'm vibe coding. But I'm getting into. I'm supposed to be listening to my audiobook right now, and I was gonna do it over the live stream, but then you came through, and Eli came through, and Buster came through, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, bros? Distract me." I mean, I'm supposed to like, uh, oh yeah, 5,000 frames per second. Yeah, that's the computer upstairs. I let my nephew play on it the other day, and he was loving it. He was playing Rust though. He downloaded Rust on there on that account up there. I was thinking about getting. I think he's mad at me though. I think he's mad. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to be helping him to do his BIOS, flash his motherboard because his motherboard. I gave him one of my old computers, the one I used to live stream on. I didn't know that motherboard could take a 128 gigabytes of RAM. I was going to tell him to upgrade the motherboard first. I was like, wait a second now. You could actually use this motherboard because you could put 120 gigabytes of RAM on it. And it wasn't even that, Eli, this nigga don't know what he doing. I'm sorry. I'm the worst responder to live stream messages. Once there's like 4 messages in the live stream chat, I'm like, I'm lost. I don't know who to talk to now. It's like, there it goes. That's why. That's one of the reasons I don't really live stream because I feel like I'm a dick, bro. I feel like I just don't be like responding to comments. Uh, but I was thinking about going live on VR. Population One. I want to play it, but it they've turned it into this weird shit, bro. It's like about. I mean, yeah, it's battle royale, and that's fine. But the thing is like people can build these maps, and then you can like play really cool levels and stuff. But all they do is is promote this dang McDonald's map. And it's like when new people get on the game, they get on there and they're like, "Oh yeah, this seems dope." And then they go to the home page and they're like, "Wait, is this a McDonald's game? What? Why is why is this a McDonald's map on here?" And it's just so annoying because it's been like that for like 4 years. So the game just steadily dies. And I'm like, what a waste of a game. I even reported them. I was like, man, McDonald's, somebody's out here and using McDonald's for kids shooting. I really snitched on him. I was like, bro, McDonald's on Twitter. There's a video game out there where kids are running into a McDonald's, your trademark, and they're shooting each other. Yeah, go and shut them down. Because in the game it says don't do copyright infringement or trademark, violations and stuff. So I imagine that the developers would freaking not allow that. Is it about Dusty? Download Rust straight to the RAM for the best. What? What do you mean download it straight to the RAM? Because I've never played Rust. Are you talking about, do you have to like go into the command options in Steam or something like that? Is that what you're talking about? Because I've never actually played Rust. And he did eventually get it good because he was playing on my 4090 and my Threadripper. And he was obviously getting some things messed up because my computer is for like development and stuff, and I didn't switch it over to the gaming drives until he came over here, but everything wasn't configured for gaming. It was all configured for AI inference and training and pre-processing and pipelines and just like heavy load stuff, like really heavy load stuff. And it wasn't about like um, the speed. It was about precision. Everything and my RAM load, like 256 gigabytes of RAM. Uh, that was obviously not going to be totally used. I think he was using about 80 gigabytes of RAM or 60. I don't know. I think. I know I was using like 80 or 90 when I was playing VR. Got banned for sweating. My message I sent is about me being invited to a burst off, and other Portland rappers are trying to petition against me being involved because I take lyricism too seriously. What are you talking about, bro? What type of bullshit is a rapper going to be complaining about? Like, you have nothing to complain about, first of all. You're talking, and then you're complaining about how someone talks too good. it's, it's like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, bro, I was listening to one of my songs, bro, from like a long ass time ago. It was called More Than a Legend. And I'm listening to it, I'm like, whoa, this is like the AI that I'm working on. This is like I kind of explained the universe in that song. And then I was like, now I listened to it and I was like, I'm working on a whole bunch of shit that directly relates to this. I mean I know it's obvious because it's me and like I'm still thinking about the same shit. I'm just not putting it in music anymore. I'm putting it to practice. But you know, it was so weird that everything I was saying in that song was like part of my scientific philosophy that I have. I don't know. I don't know. I just got goosebumps the other day. I was like, whoa, whoa. Anyway, I can't really express it because I'm over here fucking doing like crazy shit. I need a free PC. You'd be surprised though. I got bars for infinity. Like I'm living in an endless. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Eli. He be spitting bars like fucking Tech Nine status. You know, he doesn't sound like Tech Nine, but you know how Tech Nine has very lyrical content. Uh, it's the same kind of way. It's like, hey, here goes a bunch of words that I just organized for you, and you're gonna like it. that's that's how we all kind of like made music. That's how I thought you were supposed to make music. I thought you were supposed to make music and smith the words. I thought you were pouring the damn cast into the mold, and then you were, these are how I made the words look. That's what I thought. You got 60 or 70 frames a second. My buddy did it for me. I'm not technical like that. Oh, Dusty. So you don't know exactly. But do you think that it's on the Steam, like in the Steam settings? That's the only thing I can think. Because that's what Junior had to do when he used my computer. He had to uh, put in some custom options, launch options, and then go into the game and mess with the video settings. But he got this list from like a YouTuber or something. I think the YouTuber got it from like AI or either a whole bunch of people been talking about it and doing it. He said you can get more uh, limiting. Oh yeah, you don't want to just keep pushing it. Like your eyes can't really see beyond a certain frame per second. So as long as you can see good, it's like that's all that really matters. Unless you're like, well, I don't know about Rust. Apparently Rust is pretty competitive from what I was hearing my little nephew. He was up in there fucking cussing and yelling and shit. He's like, what fuck, bro? It's fucking bow and arrow, bro. Why you keep spawning kids? Oh my god, bro. I'm just like, damn. I don't want to play that game. That sounds fucking frustrating. Shit. Like keep on spawning and dying because he got a crossbow and you got the bow. Got spot. Eli does have a Spotify. Uh, wait, is it your Spotify or is it your boy Spotify that you guys be on? I never put my stuff on Spotify because you know I never believed that America cared about science and music mixed together. I was like, hmm, maybe they just want to hear bitches and hoes. And I'm not Eminem, so like I can sound intelligent, but who's gonna take me seriously as an intelligent rapper when I'm not Eminem? You know what I mean? So like if you look like I looked when I was 20, you know, I was supposed to be convincing kids to go get in trouble. That's what they wanted. But I just thought, why? That sounds stupid. How about we just talk about something cool? I just talk about space. Oh, I thought you had a thing on Spotify. There was with the feature. Okay, claiming it's like for fun exhibition type thing, and I take it too seriously or some shit. I don't know. Only what other people told me. So so like, is it like a battle rap, or is it just like a showcase to just be like, I want to do a song, I got my set, I'm gonna do it, or is it like literally like yeah, I live across in the trailer park, and yeah, you could watch me walk my white ass over the 8 Mile. You know, is it that, or is it like just you do your own shit and they do theirs? Like, because if there's a battle rap, then well, yeah. I mean, well, can you freestyle? Are you good at freestyling? I mean, I just got fucking tickled on the leg with this blanket. I thought I was being attacked by something because I'm in my garage, so there'd be scorpions and stuff and lizards and stuff in here sometimes. And there was just a cicada in here the other day. It was so loud. It was the loudest thing in a garage. Like bro, ever have a cicada in your garage? It's just ear piercing, and it's so annoying. I found it on my tool bag, and I'm just like, "What are you doing in here, Glizzy? Go get it." And Glizzy didn't. He just kind of looked at it and chased it a little bit. They got snakes. Yeah, there's some snakes. I haven't seen one, but there was like a 12-foot one on the loose in my neighborhood ring app. Someone's like, "Oh, my boa got out again. It's 12-foot python." And I'm like, "What? The fuck are you talking? If I see your fucking thing, it's food for my dogs. Because if the shit gets in my backyard, it's food for my dogs." I'm gonna just say, because I got four chihuahuas, and you got a 12-foot snake that's on the loose. No, no, I'm actually out on the street looking right now. I'm out here. I'm gonna get your snake, and you're not getting it back. You know what I'm saying? like, like real shit, bro. Don't be letting no 12-foot snake out around your fucking neighbors, animals, and kids. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get your snake back. Like if I see it. Mm-mm. Bro, isn't your shit on SoundCloud though, bro? Eli, you should tell them about SoundCloud. Verse off tier system type competition. Man, fuck them niggas. If they ain't trying to let you get up in there just because they scared. What do you mean taking it seriously? Why are you rapping? Aren't you trying to be serious about what you rapping about? Like, like, why are you rapping? Are you just doing it for fun? Like, why are you rapping for fun? What is the fucking wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Stop fucking rapping for fun. Like, that's what your argument should be. It's like, why are you wasting your time rapping for fun? Makes no sense at all. Sounds like you're distracted, buddy. That's what the fuck it sounds like. That's what you should tell them niggas, bro. You'd be like, bro, if you're not trying to be serious, then what are you doing it for? Like, yeah, I'm serious. It's because I take this shit serious. Oh, whatever. You choose a topic. Opponent takes turn spitting 16 written or freestyle. Okay. I mean, freestyle. I mean, I and we all used to freestyle all the time, didn't we? Didn't we freestyle at Ashley's house sometimes, and even in the tea? I'm not sure. Can't remember. My life is clouded with lots of memories, and then now I have a bunch of data that's like right in the front. It's like blocking everything. I can barely remember when I was two. Uh, 20 plus verses locked and loaded about just about anything. But you do a song. Wait, you should do a song wars with all the people in your community that make me. Man, those guys in the community. I love everybody, but I try to work with some, and they don't really have. I haven't found anyone that has the drive to like press their music career like what's worth wasting time on. I mean, not wasting time. I don't want to say that about people, but it's just like I want to help you, but I'm not going to help anybody who's waiting for help. You know what I mean? That's just dumb on my part. Like what? You weren't doing nothing, and I'm. It's like wait, what kind of logic does that? That's nothing. I couldn't get down with that. So really, uh, that would be entertaining, but it's not nearly as important as the work that I'm doing. It's just really not. And the work that I'm doing right now is actually pretty cool. And I'm so consumed in it. I'm actually taking a break because I don't want to risk getting mental like my mentally overworking because I already feel like a little bit of burnout coming. So I'm just kind of taking a breather today. Not that I'm not going to work. I'm going to work a lot. Like when I get off this live stream, most likely when everybody goes to sleep. I'm not waiting for people to get on. You guys got on and started getting me to focus on the live stream, but let me see. What are you guys talking about? I'm lost. You said, and you know, we have 20 plus verses locked and loaded about just about anything. And he said, do you learn how to do that, Eli? Or were you born with bars? No, he was born with bars. I mean, none of us were born with bars. We all just were exposed to a pattern, chaotic environment, and then our brains had to survive in those pattern, chaotic environments, which really developed our pattern recognition abilities, which translates perfectly into natural language. And we were able to process this natural language into crafty ways. And it just comes naturally in that point, or it comes nurtured, whichever one you subscribe to. We were thrown into a chaotic world where patterns and routine seemed few and far between. Therefore, we had to make sense of it with our own minds, which forced us just to be more clever in that respect of pattern recognition, at the least. So yeah, that's you want to make music so bad, but you don't know how to. I mean, start with poems. Like, what kind of music you talking about? You trying to make like, you trying to like compose, or you trying to produce, or you trying to sing, or like, what type of music? If you're trying to like make, if you're trying to be a vocalist, then it's you would definitely have to find uh, what you don't know and try to figure that out. Obviously, because like, are you talking about you don't know how to carry a tune? Like, and that's how you sing, or you don't know how to write a song. Like, what do you mean? Like, not a word I know. What am I gonna work on? I'm actually working on this thing right here. Uh, I was writing in my diary. I call it a diary because, I mean, if the Nazis had diaries, I think I should have one too. Like, if somebody's gonna read theirs, somebody should read my diary. Not saying that I'm a Nazi, but I'm just saying like, if they're important enough for people to be reading diaries on documentaries in the future of their existence, then I should probably have my own. You know, like so, and it's like machine learnable. I'm not working on that right now. I'm working on, and I have in my to-do list. What I'm working on right now is I'm going to be doing. Previously, I have success with different parts. We are doing focal point. Today I'm doing focal point. Uh, and what focal point is a point in computation where we get into perception, cognition, and execution, and we contain that into a small form of logic that is going to basically use several different small but complex interacting algorithms that will speak to the environment, which is going to be the user computer or the file system, the operating system files, the ASM files, all of those things that are a part of the computer that would be in the internet as well. All those things would be considered absolute existence. And then we have the sandbox that the focal point produces. So the focal point sees, the focal point perceives, and then the focal point imagines, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm working on in order to try to push further my infected, crystallized, absolute existence framework to try and, further my AI development stuff. So technically I'm working on the focal point. That name has technically been changed a couple of times, but this is just a branch of the singularity structure that is actually in the middle. And the execution is what I'm really working on. What I'm trying to learn actually is just how to speak. I'm just learning pseudocode at the moment. Well, I already know pseudocode, but I'm just trying to learn more and more stuff like arithmetic and stuff before I start really getting into personally editing a lot of the code that I have that I've already been generating with AI. Main problem I'm running into is I have these huge projects, and then eventually I get into import debt or dependency debt to where it starts to my trees begin to just get drifting apart, and they become islands of function instead of a cohesive, seamlessly working system. And what I'm really trying to work on is sequence and the flow and everything, and how the trees are supposed to be structured in order to actually have a system. Because you have the logic that evolves into actual function, and all these functions tree out and evolve into like all these systems. So I'm just trying to figure out a little bit more about everything before you're supposed to do that stuff. If that makes sense. Let me go back to this. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm sorry, bro. Hollow Spider, that was a lot. That I forgot that we were even live. I saw live and I joined. Oh yeah, bro. Buster, you always welcome. Definitely rap. Yeah, rhythm. Yeah, it's probably the only thing I got. Rhythm is the only thing you need to start with. Because that's all music really is. It's about rhythm, bro. It's about rhythm and cadence, and it's about your delivery. It's about, if you want to rap, then you got to find your voice. You got to think of any rapper that got famous. Really, they got a voice somehow. And if that rapper's famous, and then you heard somebody else that sounds like them, it's because that person's copying off of that rapper's voice. They got a voice. Like Wiz Khalifa, he had this like out there, I'm lackadaisical, not really worried type, not mad looking black guy kind of voice. It's like, oh, he looks so happy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he projected that too. And it was like his voice. And then you got, people like 50, he got shot in the mouth. And, that was a part of his voice recreation. Because if you know about his past before that, it didn't sound like that. But then you got people like Drake, he came out, sounding, dorky-ish in the beginning, sounding really Canadian. I wouldn't say dorky because he specifically sounded dorky. Like everybody in hip hop was saying it. And it's not because he was Canadian. It was just because he sounds different, you know. But yeah, he was rapping, so it was a little offsetting. But he had this voice that was like, whoa, like wow. Eli, he has a voice. He's in the chat right now. I remember back when we were first rapping, we were teenagers or something, and we were at Mac Mob's house, bro, and we were rapping off of that freaking karaoke mic in his house. And after you had did your part, you were like, "Yeah, I'm with the G crew. Yeah, I'll make it do what it do." When you said that shit, bro, I was like, "Holy shit!" He just said, "I make it do what it do." And then like Mac Mob loved it. He was like, "Bro, he got a voice. I'm about to fucking. I would invest in him, bro. I would like he got a voice, bro. Like he has a voice. He projects." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. That's why I brought him here because he has a voice." And like, yeah. And after that, it just kept getting better and better and better. And this is how it was. How do I remember that? What are you talking about? Mac Mob's house? How could you not remember Mac Mob's house? It's the most awkward shit ever. It's like, oh, we record, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's a part of your life that you don't forget. uh, I could get more towards life, but definitely gotta flex a little. If I can get in a position, if I can get to a position to flex, you know, working to your weaknesses is very good. You know, like I don't know if you're black or white or whatever, but everybody can portray themselves in a way if you just be yourself. Like take, you know, the Odd Future guys, you know, back when they were tight, you know, they weren't like flashing a whole bunch of stuff. They were just fucking weird, you know. They were just weird. They just had a gimmick, and they came through. Yes, one of them ate a cockroach. Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend you doing that. But other than that, you know, like you don't have to, you know, flex unless you want to. If that's what you want to rap for, then yeah, you better get in a position to flex. Unless you're gonna have to fake it till you make it. You know, I was like, oh, bro, that song, by the way, I'm making do what it do. That shit is still on the internet somewhere. I don't remember where it is. I think it's on something called ourstage.com. I got so many whack songs on there, bro, that I made that it's like embarrassing that's on the internet. I'm like, oh no, the song still exists somewhere on the internet. I gotta get this down. Wait, I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see. Let me see. Our Stage. I don't know if it's on here though. I don't know if Our Stage still exists though. The last time I checked many years ago, it was. This doesn't look like Our Stage. Let me search. Razwan. That's what I went by back then. Razwan. Oh, it's here. What song? What was that called, bro? We back again. I ain't gonna play it. I ain't gonna play it. I'm gonna play my. You want me to play it? You want me to play it, bro? I won't play it if you don't want me to. Oh, I won't. I won't. I don't know I don't know how to log into this account though. That's the thing. I don't remember my Yahoo stuff anymore. This was back in Yahoo times. Yeah, we got purple. Hold on a second. I'm back. Guess what? I ain't gonna do you like that. Let me see. Oh shit. Our Stage. I don't know if it's on here. Wait, what's on Reddit? The last time I checked many years ago. What in the shit? It was. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Something on Reddit. I always get excited when I get a Reddit message. Because somebody's talking about my science. Hold on, where's the Reddit? Shit, it's just spam. Never mind. It's just Civilization 7 spam. Fuck a bitch. Fuck a bitch. I thought somebody was interested in my science. Alright. Old songs. Old songs. Let me embarrass myself, you guys. Uh, all right, let's hear this song. I made this when I was a little baby, and it does suck. It is bad. Hey, this is the old cut. That's dude. I let it flip every time I'm on the beat. On my job every day, we have 7 days a week. Pretty cold in the winter, but that don't face me. Maximize my profits while I stay low key. Money. Hey, I was killing it. This East Coast cracking with this West Coast waves. Sound investment spraying in your brain. Circulatory invasion waiting till you hit your brain. Hey, hey. Radio reviving now, chilling in your ears, rising as the secret rapper you've been waiting on for years. Knuckle game, tip top from TikTok on the block. Curse the MLK and failing and hit up my nigga chop. Cheek full of rocks, eyes filled. Man, I had bars when I was a baby. I was just born. I was born, and then I came out rapping. I was like, hey, I'm on the block. You know what I'm saying? that shit was many years ago, everybody, and it was fun. Move you. I don't know where that. Oh wait, I found On the Path, bro. I didn't find a computer it was recorded on. That song is so bad. I put a song called "Move Your Body." Move your body. Post it in the chat. Can you post links in the chat? I'll play your song. I don't give a shit. This is live, and well, as long as there's no like copyrights and stuff, you know. Hayden. Hey Dan. Hey Dan. Hey Dan. Hayden. You should play that. I think you'll like it. Yeah, just post it up in here. I don't know where to find the shit. Do you have your Facebook? I don't want to go on Facebook. Oh, let me see. Okay, my computer will probably break because Facebook is so shitty now that, like, I don't know why they keep adding stuff nobody asked for. I need 1 billion RAM just to run it. Like, damn, bro, why you got so much freaking feature? Hold on, I gotta take my dogs out. Hey, you know Michael was down here, bro? Like a week ago or something like that with Kim and them. Nah, but they wasn't. I mean, I wasn't like they wasn't here. They were in Vegas. You know, I don't live exactly in Vegas, but I'm on my page. I'm not on my profile, I guess. I'll play that shit and smoke while I listen. I gotta find you up in here. Can you send it to me or something? All right, let me respond to Reginald. I mean Van Damme. Is it Van Damme? This is Ronaldo. I don't want to be on Facebook. I'm sorry, though. Let me see. Your name is Eli on here, right? Or Eliga? Oh, Ligma. Oh, I said Eliga. Eliga. What the shit was that? fingers. When did you post it? Is it this first one? The pinned one? Or is it the next one? Oh, I gotta rewind it. It's playing silently.
This is just a sidetrack. Thank you for being willing to listen to more of my crap. We would like to introduce you to something. You see, like my A-Loda. They want my...
What?
So, but I ain't finna sell it though, a so I can strap a gold diggers up on the pedestal. I'm Gucci. That ain't never really been.
Why does it keep pausing? Facebook used to be smoother than this. I'm gonna start it over. Usually they let you keep scrolling, and then still play. Oh, not this one. I'll play it until we find the other one. Hold on. Well, I guess not. It won't let me scroll while... Hold on, let me see. Okay, there we go. Which one is it? Oh, scroll down.
That ain't never really been my scene. I'm too busy scrapping night covers, pretending to be my dreams and shit. I'm occupied with imagination, so Colorado. It's no wonder I'm burning with such
wait, what's it called again? Move your body.
Only a liar with the night hat. I've been so far off the beaten path. This just a sidetrack. This just a sidetrack. Hip hop, I'm not it rapping with some this guy with the IMAX. This just a sidetrack for me to practice my craft. Where did I get this idea? I pulled it right out of my ass. I'm back. What's good with it? You know this shit groovy, so go ahead, show me what that boogie do. I know you ain't used to this music coming out my booty. Like, how the hell he making a tune that I can shit my booty?
Bowdy.
Don't think I'm just a one-trick pony. If so, thanks for the self-reporting. Clearly, you do not know me.
Bowdy.
That's okay, I'm not really tripping. Just because I switch it up don't mean that I'm a phony. Just saying, because I'm an audible paradox. Trying to lock me in a box is impossible. Trust me, that is not an option. Yo, I'm lyrically atypical. Keeping them guessing like it's Scooby and inventive on the instrumentals. What I like.
Okay, is it on your profile or on your page? Videos. Arthur's big head. Arthur Senior. Damn, this dude up in here with 2 profiles on your friends list. That's crazy, bro. Where the fuck is the sun? Move your body. Did I miss one? Did I miss like a U? No. U. Y-U-H. Today's first time. So let's see. I thought you had an artist page too. Maybe it's on that one. Dear Eligma. To Anastasia. Viewer discretion. I can't find the damn song. Why don't you send it to me, brother? Send me your message link. I can't find it for shit. Oh, fuck, let me get my dogs. These are some dogs. Here, I'll show you Astro first. That's Astro. He peed on his foot. Huh, Astro? That's Astro. And then you got Glizzy. Astro's not really a shoulder dog. Glizzy's more of a shoulder dog. Okay, and this is here is Glizzy. that one here, the little fat man. He's fat. He's a fat man. And that's Glizzy. You want to move your foot, boy? And he's technically a shoulder dog. Like, he'll chill. But he's tired right now. He wants to go to sleep. It's not on the artist page. Here, go to mommy. Go to mommy. Come on, Astro. Let's go to mommy. Come on. Come on, boy. Say bye-bye. Go to mommy. Fucking dogs. I love them. It's not on the artist page, so let's go backwards. Wait, was that it? Wait, no. Oh shit, this video. Hey bro, there's a video of this. When we were doing this, when I showed you guys this shit, I don't know if I could turn around this camera. Remember that day? Look at little Noah. Little baby Noah. Hey, remember that shit? Hell yeah, bro. Luckily, I was in that mover company for a little while. I learned some tricks of the trade. That shit was fun. Let me find this damn thing. Videos. Is there a video? See, all I'm seeing is something with a Flanagan. You got a rap fame song. And then viewer discretion. Okay, so that's not the one. Bro, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Maybe they removed it. Yeah, Glizzy is a beast, Buster. He's a little like that's the one that like Estrella doesn't really mess with. Estrella's the mom. But she's like a bully kind of. Well, she's just really moody. She's kind of a bitch, honestly. I love her so much, but she's really bitchy. Like, especially like if I touch her and another dog is looking at her, she will fucking attack them viciously until I stop touching her. Because she's like, I don't know. It's just like she doesn't like being when they can see her being submissive. She wants to submit to me, but she doesn't want to be seen submitting because she's technically the alpha dog or something. I don't know, but she doesn't like get vicious with me or nothing. But she won't. She'll just bluff with Glizzy because he's so meaty and he's big, and so she won't like. She'll like pretend to bite his mouth like like she'll just pretend to bite his mouth. And he'll just stand there like, what are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. But Naki, his dad, will try to kill him because Glizzy all gets interested in Estrella, and that's his mom. So Naki's all like, that's mine. It's like I'm about to, and I don't let Glizzy go for that. But yeah. He gets mad, and also Glizzy gets a lot of love because he's so cute. And everybody loves Glizzy. Everybody's like, oh, Glizzy. Just like you. You're just like, Glizzy's tough. Or whatever. And he gets all the attention. So Naki gets really pissed at that. So he wants to kill Glizzy almost on sight every time. And then he's like, he really coddles Astro. Like he's really precious towards Astro. Except yesterday when he was trying to rape Astro. I was like, what get out here. He was all trying to mount him, and Astro's just kind of like, oh man, something's happened to me again. Because Astro, I'm not sure, man, but he might be. Glizzy's a little cross-eyed, So I thought that he might be retarded. I don't know. I thought that he might have been. I don't know if you're supposed to say that word. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I came from a different time. So I came from a different time. I'm in this time right now. And I came from a different, I'm a time traveler, guys. What kind of statement is that? I came from a different time. No, when I was growing up, that was normally like, like the doctors would say that shit. So that's where I learned it. I learned it from doctors. They didn't call me, but you know, that's where I learned it from. So I was assuming that they were right. But hold on, let me go back to the video, the live stream, so I can see what you're saying. Why'd you abandon your artist page, bro? Well, technically Facebook is shitty. You should like get in if you want to do music. You should be on YouTube and TikTok, and technically, I don't know about Twitter. If you did like other music than rap, then Twitter too. But Twitter's just kind of racist, bro. Hope is for the sad man, okay? Don't hope that I find him. Tell me I better. No, I'm joking. Have a good night, bro. Get some good sleep. Get that rest. That rest, Hollow Spider. Yes, hope is for the sad man, if you ask me. Because I heard a song, and I think that they said that. But then again, I think they said something else, and I always thought that they said that. And then because I thought that sounded cool. And then I said, no, you know what? I'm going to tell people that that's what they said. So I say that hope is for the sad man because I think I heard it in a song before. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Facebook is it's not what it used to be. All the extra shit that they put into it is unnecessary because the mass people who are going to be able to get you to blow up and stuff are not using Facebook. Like there are older people that do use Facebook, but the kids are the ones that says your music is good or not. And that's just how it works in America. And if they don't say that your stuff's good, then and it's only like adults and stuff, then you're an underground rapper. But if you can't sell, thousands and thousands of tickets to these damn kids, then then you're not. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of pointless. How long am I going to be working on AI? Oof. Damn. I'm working on this thing that's like, it's big, bro. It's big. It's going to take me a little while. I don't know. I might have gray hairs. I don't know, but to be honest with you, bro, I really think that I think it's my time to get to work. I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. All my life I've been somebody and I've been doing things. And if I'd had certain resources when I was a kid or younger, I would have been doing way different things than being on the internet. And I would have been doing like technical things, like real things, like stuff that requires expertise and stuff if I had certain resources. Now we're coming to a time where we have certain resources that deem some of those previously required resources as obsolete or not necessarily necessary. So now what I mean by what I think is that I feel like this is my time to get to work. It's like I've always wanted to write my own Annus Mirabilis, papers. Like I wanted my own Annus Mirabilis papers, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my Miracle Year papers to where I can basically step back from everything that I've learned and everything that everybody has decided to agree upon, which is the scientific model that we use, that we successfully use, and then write down from scratch everything, and then the proof to why it's true. So that's basically what I'm doing, and I now have the tools to be able to do that. I know there's a lot of bullshit involved with this regurgitation and hallucination that's out there. Okay, I'll see you when you get back. I'm always working on a thing, bro. Always working on a thing. But hold on. All this talking about shit. I'm back. Directly to your Facebook Messenger. Sent a voice message. Did you record it on this freaking thing? I was waiting till Buster gets back. It's only you and me up in here right now. Yeah, bro, but man is working on. He's using AI now. He's written some books with it, if you could believe that. Takes a lot of work. Not more than actually writing a book. I mean, kind of. I don't know, but he's made some books, and he won $2,000 on some website. You should get into AI. I've written 2 or 3 books already, maybe like 5 with AI, but he uploaded them to this site he found. He loves money, and he loves to find it somehow. Easy money. However he can find it, even if it's not easy, he's gonna try to get it. And he found this website or this phone app that allows you to upload your stories, and he just like generates it with AI, just like everybody else on the app. And his story was about martial arts and shit, obviously, and he won $2,000, bro. He came in second place. So I started building him an app to make him write more efficiently using AI. So it's just so fucking funny. Like you made $2,000 from writing books with AI. Like, what? That shit cracked me up when he said it. Like, oh, I entered into a contest and my book is to take a place and give $2,000. I'm like, hey, I'm about to make you an app that that will basically help you to write even better. So I think you should get into. It says top chat. Let me go to live chat. I'm back. Goat. What he was the song. The way he was writing was just like, he just like gives an overview, like, this is what my story's about, and then now write it, and then like, no, I want you to say it a little bit better, and then once you get flow going, like, okay, continue, and then you just paste all that shit, and then you paste it into the app, and then it generates a voice for you and stuff, and like it turns it into an audio book, and then he won $2,000. I was like, what? So he entered like 5 more contests, and he's just and then so I made that so he could farm those contests. And I'm gonna farm it too with the Stronghold. I'm still writing the Stronghold. I'm actually forcing the AI to write it, even though I'm gonna write the actual story. I'm just forcing AI to write what they imagine based on what I have, just to see where it goes, and I'm gonna put it on that website. And I gotta take out a lot of the gore though, because I kept getting flagged. They're all like, "Hey man, you can't be talking about people getting their head chopped off. You can't talk about people getting their brains broken because an elbow bone went into their eyeball and out their cerebral cortex. You can't describe that on our app." I'm like, man, fuck you. I mean, so he passed away with zombie carnage. I don't know. I don't care how it is, as long as there's some money involved. I'll be interested in that website for that. But yeah, oh yeah, let's listen to that song now. Buster, we waited for you so that you can hear Eli's song.
This that move your body remix, kids. I had to do it. I mean, come on, how could I even resist? Let's get it.
Hey.
I couldn't help but get up on his nose saying shit. I be like, this is a cheat. It's a performance enhancement. I'm
hey.
My demons. I gave him the smackdown. I was trying to drop, try and blow this beats back out. I lash out and crash out with my ass out. When I'm blown in the front, they get shook and usually back down. I'm just doing me and somehow I do it incredibly. I spit with speed and barely did you think I'm on amphetamine? I'm just tweaking lyrically because wordplay is near and dear to me. And I take originality seriously. I know that you can hear it in me. Really, anybody making flagrant accusations that I'm a blatant imitation is mistaken. These niggas crazy.
Hey, this is tight, bro.
Poppycock boulder dash, only a birdling would parrot that. It's very sad. I keep it real. They claim I'm an asshole, like I'm supposed to be pushing P in silence, like I'm the word pterodactyl. That's fucking laughable.
This beat's pretty cool too, bro. I like this beat.
Like they are some Labradors, challenging their bull like a matador. Toro, only pants matter to me, and I ain't talking about no porno. Yo, I'm coming up in this game like I'm jerking it in an elevator. I'm shocking them like a taser. I'm serving them like a waiter. I'm rocking them like
smoke this to that.
Precise and a laser debating strong with the force. This one is Darth Vader. Move your body, yeah. Move your body, squirm around a little bit like you getting some sloppy toppy, yeah. Move your body, yeah. Move your body. My skills give me the green light to kill this, so ain't nobody stopping. Also, middle finger thumb shit, snapping up on this one. Bars are rated E for everyone, so anyone can get some fuck them up with these verbal uppercuts. Yep, I got them punch lines. Knuckle up, you better buckle up. It's gonna be a fun ride, but for me, not you. Competition don't scare me. It's transparent. I can see right through. Must be severely visually impaired, thinking you can see my mood. Believe it or not, there's always a rhyme or reason for everything that I do. If your music's boo boo, and I tell you.
Boo boo! I love saying that.
Do is take it on the chin and keep it pushing instead of getting in your feelings and acting like a fucking pussy, nigga. Can't nobody lower my.
I love saying boo boo in rap.
I could be kosher and salty and still be the real deal. I'm healthy as an ox and still ill. If you immature with the beef, then holy cow, I guess I got myself a veal meal. Catch me bouncing off rhythm, I'm never balling out of bounds. There must be tappers near my cavities, cause brunches falling out my mouth. There's a reason rappers in my town stare at the ground when I'm around. Trust me, I am not the one you wanna joust, no denying.
These rappers are making me thirsty.
I be making moves that they can comprehend like a poltergeist. You know I'm nice, and if you act like you don't, then you know it twice. The most important thing I have to say is never mind. Song's over, bye.
Song's over, bye. I like that. I like that, bro. That was tight. That was tight. I like that boo boo. I love when people say boo boo in raps, so I like to say it too. I just love the word boo boo for some reason. I don't know. I think it's because I like to boo boo. Oh. Ski Mask, the Slump God. Who's that? Is he like copyright? I won't play that. I love the word boo boo. Like in raps, especially. And especially when you're like dissing somebody, you're like, man, this is boo boo. Or butt, like, man, this is butt. Like, I love saying that. Butt and boo boo. I think it's because they go together. It's like a horse and carriage. Yeah, bro, that was tight. You want to hear what he used to sound? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to play that shit. I think I was on there too, sounding like a baby. This is when we were first born. Tall ass leprechaun, bro. Oh my god. There was other songs too. Oh man, I remember we did a concert with this song. We fucking killed that shit, bro. But yeah, that shit was tight, bro. I mean, shoot, what you really gotta do is make some videos. Like, that's what these kids want. They want some videos. It's pretty easy, actually. Just watch a bunch of Mr. Beast and then do your music videos like that. It's like, I mean, you don't have to, like, have a whole bunch of equipment and stuff. Just go look at his older videos. As a matter of fact, just research retention editing, and it'll solve all your problems with music, especially if you have videos. I mean, even if you don't have, like, live footage of yourself, at least doing something on screen, even if it's like something completely irrelevant, because people like play Call of Duty while they're talking about space or while they're talking about politics or something like that, and it's just Call of Duty in the background. That's how they used to do. But retention editing is basically making sure there's a screen change or transition, a sound of some sort. But since you're doing a song, transition the scenes with the beat. The actual edit needs to be melodic as well. You know, so yeah, like, as soon as you just figure out fucking retention editing, like, you could just make a fucking lot of songs, spam them onto YouTube and do that. So I don't know if I told you this yet, but my guy that works with, people and stuff that are, pretty known, Anyway, he basically has kind of like an insider's look, and he's like YouTube and TikTok and stuff. That's where the next generations of big stars are going to be like basically on. And they're not going to be needing to use funds from the labels anymore because the labels are getting cheap. They're like, let's just let them get big and then go invest in them from the viralness, because they're not going to say no, So that's basically what I got from him on that level. Yeah, bro, shit. If nothing else, fuck, bro, get into that storybook writing shit. You know what I mean? That book writing stuff. That's easy money. Plus, you just let AI do it. You know, he's using Chat GPT only. He pays, I think, $25 for the membership. I'm about to probably get Visual Studio Code, the $40 version, because I only use the $10 version right now. But I ran out of premium requests, and the AI that I'm using right now is fucking stupid. It's like, okay, you can't do shit. Like, I gotta tell you, the other AI that I use when I have premium requests, that shit just gets it done. And I'm like, yes, 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 we're almost done with this shit. But this one, it is just, I don't even want to talk about it because it's so irritating. It's like what it does. Oh my God, one day I spent 4 hours on a session, and I was just like, I was discussing my focal point, right? It was a few days ago. I was discussing my focal point, and I was trying to make sure that we get it structured correctly, we get it ready to become what it's supposed to be. And I spent about 4 hours, just discussing it and outlining everything, overviewing the entire project, and then I went into deep research mode, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna use the AI deep research, and I want you to like construct this, the primordial stage, basically. I want you to do that, and then it did say it was going into deep research, and then when it produced what I wanted, it created this thing. It said, this script will fetch a random joke if network is detected. If no network is detected, it will generate a random joke from this list. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And they were like, you're absolutely right to be irritated. This is not what you asked for. This is a joke generator, and it's not anything about a primordial organism. And I was like, what the fuck? Do you think this is a joke? And I was mad. From there on, I was just very pissed. I cussed at the AI that day. So it says, sent an exclusive, unreleased one, never been heard by ears that are mine. Oh, let's see. How are you sending this in a voice message? How's this working? Is it like an audio file on your phone or some shit? How did this happen? How does this work?
I'd like to introduce you to something new. I get a dopamine buzz when I'm dope on a beat, cause it makes me feel kinda special. Still trying to fill this void with this arbitrary noise that I really hope will impress y'all. I'm battling with insanity, and damn, it is maddening, and somehow I am managing to do it happily, grappling with the possibility that my talent may abandon me because I am a fucking tragedy. I'm a sad sack trying to rap with the same passion I had in the past.
I gotta rewind it because I forgot how to listen to music since I've been so focused on data. I'm not even I'm hearing it. I'm just like it's melodic, but I have not been listening to the lyrics. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm telling you, bro, my brain. I got like a what was that? What did I call it earlier? I called it ooh, am I getting senile? The fuck? Exhaustion, mental exhaustion. That's why I'm taking a break today. Let me listen to the lyrics.
I get a dopamine buzz when I'm dope on a beat, cause it makes me feel kinda special. Still trying to fill this void with this arbitrary noise that I really hope will impress y'all. I'm battling with insanity, and damn, it is maddening, and somehow I am managing to do it happily, grappling with the possibility that my talent may abandon me because I am a fucking tragedy. I'm a sad sack.
I'm a fucking tragedy? Why?
past, but I barely have half that shit. Maybe my gift is a rap. Nah, fuck that. All I need is one more track. Come on, that's a lot of pressure. Fuck it, I'm locked in. Let's do this thing. Worst case scenario, I give them something new to hate. If we ain't kinfolk, don't give a shit about your feelings, your opinions, your intentions, or your stupid games. Nigga, are so cold and they wanna pop them like it's fentanyl. Back when they Yoda was popping, they all wanted to get involved. They only rock with me for clout. I ain't working with that person, feeling like Steve Irwin, observing all these circles. Fuck them, let them slither. I'm chilling over, hit the flow and rhythm.
What would you say about Steve Irwin?
I'm always locking in for overtime for Jeff Bezos. How often knock them so blizzard, they can make them so blizzard, they can make up them so blizzard, they can make them so blizzard, they can make them so blizzard, they can make up dope on a beat, cause it makes me feel.
I just did that on purpose. Hold on. I gotta hear what you say about Steve Irwin. About snakes.
With insanity and damn it is maddening, and somehow I am managing to do it happily, grappling with the possibility that my talent may abandon me because I am a fucking tragedy. I'm a sad.
Yes, AI took over my brain. It literally did. Good thing I'm not delusional though, because I know that there's a lot of bullshit. Hold on.
That's a lot of pressure. Fuck it, I'm locked in. Let's do this thing. Worst case scenario, I give them something new to hate. If we ain't kinfolk, don't give a shit about your feelings, your opinions, your intentions, or your stupid games. Nigga, are so cold and they wanna pop them like it's fentanyl. Back when they Yoda was popping, they all wanted to get involved. They only rock with me for clout. I ain't working with that person, feeling like Steve Irwin, observing all these circles.
Oh.
I'm chilling over, hit the flow and rhythm.
I was like, go talk about Steve Irwin's dead. I thought you said something. I tried to make sure. Yeah. I heard it.
Maybe always be a rapper because I love it and it makes me feel alive. And the time that I spend in front of this mic is truly mine, and it reminds me that my mind is a one of a kind thing, and the way I think is quite unique. You see, my rhyming is incredible, my timing is impeccable, my metaphor's original, my expression is funny, and a couple of my homies deserve to be on a pedestal. But I've learned to let that go. Anyway, did you know that I stand out like I'm paranoid that chairs on some next level shit, and I ain't even have to take the stairs. I'm feeling like Chuck Norris, I'm clearly immortal, and I'm pretty sure I built the hospital both my parents were born in. Well, it should be obvious by now. I am the opposite of ordinary. 15 minutes of pain for me are far too temporary. Used to stare and impair me when they compare me to legendary. I can see that belief in me was merely contemporary. Verily, I'm a weirdo, but I'm here though, throwing dope.
Weirdo.
Fuck your earlobe. If you got a problem, don't you bring it over here though, for real though. I'm a
burrito.
I'm talking rock'em sock'em robots. I know now what
I love
I'm
rock'em
not
sock'em.
standing on my soapbox. I'm a cocky contradiction, toxic paradox. I need props like Carrot Top. They treat me like a fossil, like a goddamn triceratops. I'm always never not in thought.
I like the nostalgia.
It's
nostalgic.
I barely ever flop. Probably cause I'm awesome. I'm usually speed up when I tee up. I kick my feet up and show off my stripes like I'm rocking Adidas. When your boy heat up, I'm just saying I'm royalty like Vegeta. Been thinking of getting married to the game, but a nigga gon' need a prenup. I'm so filthy with that dirty verbiage. Clean up on. I own middle finger over arcade. Mind drifting idly. I try to be the type of me that I like to be, but most of the time I'm just some guy who lives inside of me. He's tighter than an intact hymen. He is no longer a writer, but that don't stop him from rhyming. Not a dime a dozen. He's a diamond in the rough. He's used to homie switching up and transforming on him like he's Shia LaBeouf and stuff. You would think he's had enough, and clearly he is out of luck, but he's never running out of love. He got a surplus of it.
All of the above is what AOTA stands for.
Some words like that turkey in the oven. Am I desperate for relevance? My message is hella bent, I sink and settle like sediment. My speech is an impediment that represents
all of the above.
Everything said and since the strangers I've never met are aware of my existence. And that really doesn't make any sense. I mean, the sentence does, but the concept is seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like the context is a mirror.
Kind of has a weird tongue roll, but when you know what it means, it's like, oh, okay. It's like, okay, all of the above. Yeah, that was pretty tight, bro. It's a lot of words, I think I'm old now, though, because, like I told you, I was, like, really into Pop Smoke and shit. Like, really? Pop Smoke? Like, that was, like, yeah, that was tight. That was tight shit. Yeah, that was tight, though. But, yeah. Oh man, I love rapping, bro. I used to love rapping too. But all those fucking bars, bro. Like you have to listen to it like 6 times before you can like say, oh, okay. Like you need like quotations and stuff. You know, we rapped on like you rap like on a level like of Eminem, and then like mixed with, you know, just like, you know, your own kind of flair. And then like fucking the same kind of thing I would say with me, but except for like Kendrick Lamar. Not really so much Eminem, but Kendrick Lamar would be like the white Eminem. I mean, the black Eminem, the white Eminem. He'd be like the black Eminem, and except for without the craziness, he wouldn't really be. Hobson would be the black Eminem. I think Hobson would be the black Eminem. I don't really like Hobson that much though, but I do like Eminem. Hobson just seemed too pissed to me. But yeah, I think you really have like that Tech Nine kind of lyrical assault with Eminem kind of like melodies. And then I didn't really ever rap like Kendrick Lamar. It's just like the content of what I was saying was like kind of like what he would say in a sense, like in the entendres and stuff, those types of things. Yeah, bro, that was like you did too much on purpose. I mean, that's kind of the point. That's kind of like how I always used to do too. Like I wouldn't even put a hook in. At least you put like a hook kind of. Did you put a hook in there? I think I heard a hook, sort of. Well, at least it fools you into thinking there's a hook if there is no hook, because that's kind of the idea too. When you do run-on statements, you do some things that sound like they should be the hook, but there's technically no hook. You know, that's like I would always make those kinds, because that's, first of all, it's just, it just lets me vent. So that's what comes out. And I'm like, you know what? This is good. I like this. I'm gonna do this. Eli, you can make it big and, rap only if you, like, spent a lot of time pushing it and fucking dedicating. You'd have to become a narcissist, really. Like, that's really what making it in entertainment's all about. Yeah. In order to make it in any big industry, it's kind of like, you really gotta be a narcissist. You gotta just like cut ties with emotional decisions 100% really. And it's like, what's going to push me further? And many successful people will tell you that. And they will also tell you that they wish that they hadn't have done that because it wasn't really worth it. And then some will be like, yeah, right. Fuck yeah, it was worth it. The fuck, I'm rich, bitch. Some people are like that. The only big league Eli you would be able to get into really is like the Tech 9 level status and stuff. They're not going to promote anybody that sounds intelligent, especially in this time of the rap that we have now. Junior was playing some shit here when he was here. I was like, what is that? Like, I mean, I think drill is where it stopped for me. Like, I liked drill, and I was tight, and I was like, the next shit that started coming out, I'm cool with King Von. Like, his shit was tight, and I was like, yeah, that shit is tight. And then I like Lil Durk. Not so much like the newer, like slower music he's been coming out with, Lil Durk. I like his stuff when he's like more like aggressive and vicious and venomous and stuff like that. The slower stuff, I think that's like for the girls or something. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, but yeah, that was probably the last. Oh yeah, YG. What was that? YBG Duck or something like that. That nigga was tight. I liked him, but everybody just started getting killed and shit, and it's like what the fuck is going on here? I don't know if you will they copyright me if I play this shit? I don't think I should play this. Let me see. Cause if you go slide, slide. That shit, I'm like, I'm involved with the gang now. When I heard that song, I was like, oh, am I a gang member? I was like, what? That BG Duck. That nigga is insane sounding, But I love this fucking song. I can't lie. It's like this song is fucking tight. I love it. I fucking love it for some reason. hold up. He's like, I cannot make this shit. You know, yeah, bro. I was asking myself, am I a part of this gang now? Like, that's right, nigga. I'm with you. I agree with you. Oh, I gotta listen to this shit, bro. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Hey, well. I don't know what I'm talking. Hey, you know, lately.
This shit crazy. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Watch. I'm doing it. But I'm a part of a gang now.
Gang since potty train.
Gang since potty train.
Oh, that's how you coming through? Nah, for real. This a real nigga party, you cannot get in. Busting out the knee, folding them out the zen. I can shake your hand. No, I'm not your friend. I don't fuck with rappers. No, I'm not a fan. Damn, niggas really shoot no accident. I can't make this shit up. I cannot pretend. Damn, and I heard you know who shot your man. You ain't trying to slack, don't be acting like you is. Cause if you gonna slack, what's the nigga then slide in? Let me see some fucking shots fired then. Let me shoot that crib up you had then. Don't wanna hear them loud sounds, they be quiet then. You don't wanna hear that then. Before I sneak up on you with that. Ooh. Ride with that wish a nigga would. This right here turn a nigga name into a hood. Bumped into a bitch I knew in high school. Look, Ben tried to fuck your bitch up past school. Remember you was dissing in the classroom. Now you're trying to tie me in a bathroom. You went out with the game, picture. You went ducking from the 12 to the eye. I can't trust you, bitch, if you don't want a man. We don't need no little niggas, yeah, bitch, we fine. Nigga party, you cannot get in. Busting out the knee, folding them out the zen. I can shake your hand. No, I'm not your friend. I don't fuck with rappers. No, I'm not a fan. Damn, niggas really shoot no accident. I can't make this shit up. I cannot pretend. Damn, and I heard you know who shot your man. You ain't trying to slack, so don't be acting like you is. Cause if you gonna slide, push the nigga then slide then. Let me see some fucking shots fired then. Man, they shoot that crib up you had then. Don't wanna hear them loud sounds, they be quiet then. They be like, Duck, why you don't got a major feature? Cause I don't like raps, and I don't wanna agree. Fuck around, rob. First time I meet them. Same place we catch 'em, same place we leave 'em. Pussy ass niggas not allowed in the zoo. Fuck wrong with you? Who you talking to? Pussy ass niggas acting like they bulletproof. Till you get your fucking tongue truck like it's a cool. Never left the game, bitch, you never will. He get in the jam, fuck around, swill. Talking about I am, now he think he will. It's that type of shit that get your stupid ass killed. It's a real nigga party, you cannot get in. Busting out the knee, folding them out the sand.
I'm telling you, bro. I felt like I was affiliated at that point. I was like, hey, pass me the glizzy. Oh, I was just like, I'm in the gang now, bro. Listen. He's like, if you go slide, so I'm like, wow, let's go slide, nigga. Let's do this. Who is it? Who do we need to get? He convinced me with one song. I was like, wow, bro. Wow, bro. Yeah, grab the shiesty, bro. Bro, Eli, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what the fuck. You know what it is that these niggas is easy to listen to. I don't have to think no more. Cause I'm done thinking. Like I gotta think about like other shit, and then they let me relax. That's why I think Mr. Beast might be onto something. He says like he hates music because it's like a total distraction from his work. Like he can't concentrate on nothing. Like, and he might be right because I use music to escape, to like a less thinking. You know, it still helps me to think a little bit though. You know. But yeah, it's I don't know, like it's sort of like drinking a beer. Like I don't drink no more, but like when you get home from work, just want to relax your mind, and then like it takes me there. And I will listen if I listen to my songs though, or like your songs or something like that, or man's songs. I'll just start thinking. I'll just start thinking about shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's think about everything, you know. And then I want to start writing down things like. oh, this is tight. Now I'll just start fucking rapping again. It just, I don't know. And I don't know. It's just not like I love rapping, but I just can't continue to do it seriously because it's, I don't know, I just can't make any money talking about what I want to talk about. And I could easily just switch over and just start doing like the music that people like if I wanted to fucking change every 10 months. Because these guys, they're not like legends or anything. They're not gonna like last. Because you probably don't even know that guy just played. That's because he got shot and killed or something. And like it just stopped his career in its tracks. It's like I love the song because it's energetic and stuff, but it's real bad for the community. It's really, really bad. But it's fucking convincing. And it's like it like makes you think that shit is cool, but it's really not. Yeah, introspective. That might be. I mean, if we harness it correctly, I think that something really good could come from it outside of creative, no, not even outside of creative, but like in technical application, like literally to provide legacy for us, like I think that we have the ability to channel that into anything we want. And at the moment, music is easy and fun, and it's like, that's a real easy way to vent your thoughts. And that's sometimes I can't help it. I'll just go back and I'll just start writing some shit that turned into a rap. I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll fucking record that. I mean, I got a whole bunch of songs that I've never released, just because I guess I was like I just want to make a song, and I say it, and I did. Yeah, once you get to the editing part, it's mainly like now this is work. It's like, okay, now this is work. That's why there's a huge separation in the industry between the artist and the producer, because the artist, he wants to just he don't want to deal with none of that shit for the most part. And that's not technically true 100%, because there's plenty of rappers and other genres out there that do their own stuff, like guitarists and stuff. They do their own thing. But for the culture of hip hop, it's like that wasn't advertised being the creator of your entire craft. That wasn't advertised because that's not, you don't want them to have that, if you get where I'm going with that. That's not what, I'll play On the Path for you. I'll try to find it. There's nothing compared to everyone slide, pussy nigga, then slide. It's nothing compared to that. But it definitely was an old song from when I was a newborn baby. I'll play that one for you. Eli asked for that one. He likes this song for some reason. I just think it's total ass, but he likes it. Let's see. Oh, you want me to sign in? I don't want to. How do I not? It's so terrible, bro. Why would you have me embarrass myself, but I can't play Do What It Do? I should be able to play Do What You Do. Bro, I got way better songs than this. This is terrible, bro. I did this on a laptop with hella latency. I'm sorry, bro. This song is not good. I can't even listen to it. I can't listen to it. PORTLANDOREGON. People don't even know what I be talking about when I be saying what I be talking about. That was the only cool part of that whole song. Oh, GJK is back. Hey, what's up, bitch? Everybody say what's up, bitch. But say it long. Bitch. BEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeee Melody was good. A pre-sale. Oh, this is a bot. Very serious project. There's a bot in here. I think GJK might be a bot too. This guy's all complaining. He's all ranting on the internet from his apartment to the guy who's chilling in his garage.
Today's cup of Scooter's coffee was sweat.
Do you have a garage, bro? Let me know if you got a garage. I was just saying that because I'm assuming, just like you. This message is held for review. Come on. Oh, he says, dang, you're saying too many bad things. It keeps flagging you. Hold on. Let me say one bad thing at a time so I can accept them. Hold on. Hold on, baby. Oh, his mom probably dumped him in the dumpster, honestly, so she probably didn't raise him. So you might be wrong, Buster. Oh, Eli, why did you want to hear that freaking song? That's like the most worst song. Even this song is better. And that one, 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 and that one. All those are better. They're all better. Every last one of them. And I was a baby. What's this one? I don't even remember what this one sounds like. What the hell? Everything is being hidden. Oh, your mother regret not swallowing you. That's a good one right there. Bro, GJK, I already called you a coward. You can't use that. I already used it. No usies. No usies. You can't use the same one. I already used that one. I called you that already. You can't use it. I've already claimed that. I said you were a coward, so you can't call him a coward. No. That's not how it works. You have to be more clever than a lever, okay? Get it done and move it. Lever, move it. I know. Capitalize on the moment I shifted. Okay, so I think that this one is better. I'm gonna play one. So for really or demigod? I like the real. I like this one. What do you say? You don't own the dictionary? Yeah, I do own a dictionary. I do. Talk about my lips. I like when people talk about it. I gotta open it here so I can read the chat better. What? No, bro. Doesn't matter who owns a dictionary or anything. The point of the matter is I already called takesies. I took the word coward, and that's my word now. I'm able to use it. You have to come up with a different one. So, hey, Nutbuster, his coward is overruled. It doesn't count. So he hasn't. He just called you like a very fine young man. So come up with something else, or else you lose. You lose. You don't want to lose now. Don't be a loser. I invite you to be wrapped within its nonsense. I forgot this one. Including the opposite, no need for me to retrace those footsteps. It's that tricky. This one ain't that tight though. Oh, it's too fucking like. Ooh, Akuna Matata. This guy came in here with his own problems, right? Big nose, big lip, big gap. Your mam's in the only one who probably said you're cute in your life. Huh? I don't want people calling me cute. What the fuck you talking about? Call me cute and you might get something you didn't ask for. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me out here calling me cute. Shit. I don't want to be called cute. What the fuck? Like, I deliberately have hair like this so people don't call me cute. I mean, that's not the actual reason, but I deliberately have this. You know what I'm saying? Cute? What you talking about? I don't want nobody calling me cute. How are you going to just come up in here and completely undermine yourself? I thought we were having a spirited argument and, you know, insulting competition, and you're up in here talking about cute. Man, I don't feel comfortable stranger danger anymore. I don't want to be cute. I hope I'm not cute. And the fact that you're saying that I'm not makes me think that you think that I am. Ooh, I'm not cute. I don't ever want to be cute, bro. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no, no cute. No. You know, I'm not trying to be cute. I promise you that. 100%. So I don't know if that was an insult or if that was like a very venomous compliment. I don't know which one it was, but thank you. Mission accomplished. I can now lay down and die. I have accomplished non-cuteness, and it has been verified by GGK, or whatever his name is. Why are they hiding all the messages? How come I can't see everybody's messages? Never gotten a handy. This dude's never gotten like that. He probably describes, what is it, third base or second base, but he probably describes second base as a big bag of sand. He's probably like, when you grab a girl's BB and it just feels like a bag of sand, and then everybody's just looking at him like, huh? A bag of sand? Have you ever felt a female breast before? It's like, yeah. Like, that's his discussions with poker game friends. Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very true, Buster. This guy, I don't know why people go on the internet. Like, TikTok is real bad. Like, they just be racist on TikTok. It's like super racist. Like, this guy, he was trying to get a rise out of racism, but I mean, it didn't work, and he doesn't have the balls enough to actually say any of it. Obviously, the algorithm would block him from saying it because there's always ethics and protocols that get put in place when we're dealing with public threads and stuff. Look at this; it keeps on getting. I'm getting. 40-year-old virgin, exactly. I was waiting for you to catch on to that. Cool. That shit. Yeah, he's definitely holding big bags of sand. And if he's not, he's holding something else. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Oh man, he's probably gone by now. He's been defeated. He was disqualified for reusing the word coward, and he ran off. He ran off. He was defeated. Unfortunately, our entertainment is gone. So I guess I'll play this one last song from when I was a baby, a 20 something year old baby. I forgot babies can be 20. So as a former baby though,
saving on your education should...
I would have to say that this song is okay. As a former baby. Can you guys hear my clicking? Gee. Where's GG? Where's our entertainment? GG. GG.
Clap their wings so we see how it go.
I'm trying to find.
You already know. Okay?
Is he gone?
I couldn't care less about your problems, Akuna Matata, but don't get me started on profit. This is everything you love, and I put that on your prophecy. I'll show you everything you believe, with the evidence to why you wrong. And it's miraculous, watch me rewrite history once again. It's record getting straight. Once you sinners ain't with the plan, you
Tommy stuck in the playpen. You pretend to want it with me. I guarantee you don't want to play pin.
Overly confident, that's the reason to hate him. Open them up for my city, but don't knock on my door. I wish a pecker would. Pecker out the front, that's the sound of me when I lay you down. Hit the deck, that's your best bet. If you really trying to make it out, I hit the strip. Your best friend making out.
Yeah, he ran out of here. I was like talking and he ignored me.
Now it's pat, pat, tap, or snap. You better come with that arm bar. You fuck that stiff arm. Don't care about your dance moves. Aim at your face mask. Color coded flags in the air. They gon'
pull your soul out your body, saying something about you doubt me. It's the same thing you regret. Saying Sean is a hobby. Give me that light out your chest.
Even you goofballs behind me, but it was cute. Watching him do your best.
I like that Shang Tsung bar.
That's why I'm not rocking a leg. It's all in my head. I'm over yours. I'm overlooked for nevermore. Don't want to jinx. Let me knock a wood. You're an indie. Call me Dr. Wood. Kanye, I wish a Pharaoh would. Kanye, no, I keep my word. Cutting out friends and family that turn their back on me. Was a coinky. Now they turn fronted because they see that light behind them.
Shining bright the diamonds. This is not just rhyming.
It's the
Truth and perfect timing. This the reason why I made it.
Single-handed masturbating.
Never needed.
Job for nothing. Time just about a button. Skipping rhymes because I'm rise.
I'm a feral and I'm out here. Feral
Animal without fear. Listen to my ecosystem while I pollute your environment. If the other boy, I'd be mad too if I were him. But I'm happy as hell to be right stuck in your posture. I got all your coordinates. When I fly over your town and drop ordinance, I'll be right back here to finish recording this. Yeah. Ain't got no time for apologies. Ain't got time for making up. I gotta keep it so real. I gotta keep it shit. I gotta keep it on tab. I gotta keep it on point.
This is my friend right here. He's pretty tight. He's not really a rapper. He's more of a producer. I like this song though. He produced it and everything and all this shit. This dude is talented. He's not a rapper though, but he did the rap.
Picture my ribs. I'm up a biz. Look at my wrist. Match my days. I'm down on the feet.
This nigga.
Got on the breeze. Ain't no sweet. We give it cheese. Picture my ribs.
No, he didn't produce this.
I'm up a biz. Look at my wrist.
Dust God did.
I'm down on the feet. Got on the breeze. Ain't no sweet. We give it cheese. I'm out in the whip. I pulled out the line. My car costs what? How much? My car costs a lot. Your bitch is a
Yeah, that shit is tight. Hey, what's up, Yowie? What did you change your name from? What did you change your name from? Hey, night, bro. Hey, love you, bro. Hey, get that good rest. Hey, tell me, text me, how's the baby doing? How's the son doing? You know the one I'm talking about. I meant to text you that, but then I went live, and I didn't hear your last video that you sent because it was going slow. I think I gotta watch it when I get off of here. This here is the 17-year-old kid that was spitting, and that this person Monisha sent me. She was like, "Hey, you gotta hear this kid. He's like in his 20s now, but he got locked up, unfortunately, right after he recorded this song when he was 17. And it's tight. It's tight too. Okay, bro. Yeah, hit me up. QYOK. I was just adding you into the. Hold on. I was working on the stronghold the other day. And I was making sure that your name was being generated with the little thing. And I was like, make sure that this name is in here. We got Hollow Spider, we got Q, we got Q-Op, we got, I just call you Q, I remember. But yeah, and there's a whole bunch of different names too, Dracos and everybody. But yeah, even Eli, you're up in there. I don't know how everybody's gonna die, but I've already been stabbed in the stomach by something. But am I dead or am I alive? But anyway, let's listen to the 17-year-old kid that was discovered, but then the system tore him down.
I say I'm coming for the top, and I will never stop. Yeah, I do this for my mom. I don't do this for my block. Man, you ain't never sold rocks, and you ain't never held a Glock. Man, you ain't never run from cops, and you ain't never been on lock. Y'all don't know how I feel to be up in that cell, and you stressing every night. And you going through hell, wondering when you gonna get out, when you getting out of there. But this my story I'm gonna tell about being up in there, locked up for a year. And I see my mama cry. I was in that cell, thinking about committing suicide. Too much going on, in the pain was something I couldn't hide. I remember family visits when she spoke to me, she cried. My mama looked me in my eyes and cried and told me hold it down, hold it back the pain because it really broke a nigga down. For my little brothers, I promise I would turn my life around. Haven't seen them in a minute, wish that I could see them now. I just wanna make my mama happy, wanna make her proud. I wanna walk across that stage and on her face a big old smile. And I gotta be a role model cause I'm an oldest child. Realize I gotta stay put, it ain't no time to play around. Got my head
I'm gonna make you evil.
I'll
make you evil. Let's go add you in right now. Man, this little nigga's tight, bro. Like, too bad he's in his 20s now and shit.
Hey, you my brother from another mother. No matter what happened, bitch, with us, I still love you. Man, it kinda hurt my feelings when you told a nigga fuck you. But I felt where you was coming from, so you still my big brother. You told me one day, we gon' make it out together. We pursued the same dream, so we teamed up together. And you saw me doing bad, so you pushed me to do better. And no matter what you said you do, you're still my big brother. And I love you, and that's real shit. You mess with one, you mess with both. Yeah, you put me on that dope, and you put me on them hoes. You was there for a young nigga whenever I was broken. You the only nigga I trust, and I put that on my soul. If I didn't have you around, I wouldn't know where I would go. You told me about these niggas, you told me about these hoes. And ain't no need to have no love because these bitches come and go. Ain't no need to have no trust because a nigga always bold. Yeah, I look up to you, my nigga, because you my big bro. Remember when I hit the we always remember the conversations we had by being broke. I remember barely having food and barely having clothes. I remember telling my family we gon' make it out the coast. I remember trying hard as hell to get up on the go. Had too much up on my mind, feel like my head was gonna explode. All this anger that I got inside, no way to let it go. If it wasn't for my music, I wouldn't have no self-control. I've been thinking so that much, it's hard to let this pain go. I be explaining to people, but they don't understand though. I've been thinking about dying by my own hand, bro. Man, it's crazy how a nigga live. This is life, I know it's real. People don't understand how a young nigga feel. With my fam, I keep it real. For my bro,
I'm adding you in right now. What are we calling you, Buster? Real evil.
it's gonna depend on me. Told my mama I wouldn't fail, told her that I would succeed.
Definitely, bro. Like if I start taking a step back from AI and actually recording that shit, you want your name to be Hayden?
Hold it down and keep it tight. Everything gonna be alright. There's no God is by your side. For my family, I always ride. Y'all a blessing in the sky. Y'all don't even recognize everything I did in the past. I apologize. I thank my mom for everything because she took her time until she got fed up and said, "Fuck it, bro, I'm tired."
Man, this shit is slow out here. What the fuck? I gotta stop using my garage computer. We got Hayden. What else you want on your character? Let's go. Let's go. Hayden is gonna be evil as hell. The devil is what can the devil is a fluffy bunny. To Hayden.
It's the blender battle of the century at Scooter.
That's not what I want to hear. SoundCloud be having hella advertisements, by the way. So wait, so we got Hayden, and then we got he's evil. What else we got? Evil but chill though? Okay, let me see how I can figure that out. Okay, that could be a thing. Yeah, chill though. Just keep it simple. How? You're an evil are you a mastermind or are you just evil? You just like, are you an idiot? Like, what are you? What do you think? What do you want? Are you clumsy? Are you very skilled? Evil as hell. And but he's chill. Chill, more chill. Then he's chill. Let's keep it simple. But he's chill. What weapon do you use? You make some mistakes. What weapons do you use to kill zombies? And then, do you kill people too? Do you use zombies? What do you do? Are you a mad scientist? What do you do? He makes some mistakes, but he makes up for them. With evility. Evility. They'll understand what I mean. Evility. I want to capitalize it. Should you have a crazy laugh? Sound like crazy. He has an evil laugh. Crazy. Ecstatic. Infectious. Chill sending. Eruption of a laugh. Belching laugh. Yeah, that's descriptive enough. It's to keep it simple. He has an evil, crazy, ecstatic, infectious, chill sending eruption of a belching laugh. Chill sending needs to be hyphenated. I probably should put some commas because that was really weird to read. Eruption. That naturally wouldn't be commas in all these spots, but I'm just gonna put them there. So I got thick curly hair in real life. He always wait. But he probably a badass pistol. He sometimes gets zombie chunks in his hair. Wait. Thick, curly, brown or black or blonde or red hair. Curly hair. I'm saying, what is this hair? We'll hypothesize everything because like I got this little system that does it for me. He sometimes gets zombie chunks or zombie or people chunks in his thick curly hair after blasting their brains all over with his. Should I spell it like you spelled it? Is that how you say pistol? So we're gonna say it like this: pistol. We can say it like that. I want you to. I hope you do. So later on, I can redeem. Oh, he's gonna redeem himself now. Let's see. Although he is evil, he will have an opportunity to redeem himself later as a part of the intertwined puzzle and riddle lore system we have established. Though he will be presented with the audacious opportunity to redeem himself of all his evil doings. The question lingers. Will he capitalize on the opportunity, or are his evil designs far too compelling for him to abandon? So what's the perfect descriptive word? Compelling for him to abandon. Simple, subtle, perfect. Yes. Oh, Bobby Hill. God damn it, Bobby. If you don't get out of here stroking that shit. God damn it, Bobby. That's the only line I know of that fucking show. Fuck. He didn't say all the rest. It's just, God damn it, Bobby. And that's the only line that I remember. Fucking after The Simpsons. That's the shit that was. It was it wasn't quite The Simpsons, but it was after The Simpsons. So I should have like a town of. Oh my God, are you fucking Negan? Are you Negan, bro? Are you fucking Negan? Are you gonna redeem yourself like Negan? The reason why I stopped watching The Walking Dead? Because like fucking Negan killed Glenn, right? And how you gonna let this nigga fucking just redeem himself after that? You can't redeem yourself after killing Glenn with a baseball bat. And then they like fucking said like, oh, he's like one of us now. We're gonna put him in like a little prison. Come on, bro. Like I don't. I stopped watching after Negan was like a good guy. Like no, no, no. But you have a fucking village, okay? Let's see. He has a village of people. I just had a stupid thought, like you're gonna like slaughter all your people because you're so evil because you forgot how evil you loved to be. That's the more comedy though. I'm not gonna put that. What is it? What's your town called? He established how big is your town? Is it small? He established a town. Well, he didn't establish a town. He merely made a mark on the zombie infection in the area, making it more habitable for humans, for the non-infected. Non-infected. Non-mutated, because we're not infected, right? The non-mutated. I forgot, you know, because I have a whole different lore system with this. Old same role. Non-mutated. In the area, making it more habitable for the non-mutated. And gradually, after staking his own claim, do you have minions? Do you have buddies? Old Saint Rose sounds good to me. Shit. After staking his own claim, marauders and nomads from all over the land either stumbled into the sights of Hayden or stumbled into a partnership with him. Are you a cannibal? Are you a cannibal? Eventually, with many cumulative partnerships, these turn into non-infected staking claims near the territory of Hayden's stronghold. This happening eventually amounts to the culmination of an entire village that comes to be known as Old Saint Row. Notice there's no S in the word saint. But you would think there would be if you were thinking of content through search. I gotta search that because there's something that I'm thinking about that would go perfect with that. Saints, something like that. Content to search. So, that's a good guy. I thought you said greedy at first. Good guy. He has 58 siblings. No, I'm joking. There's 2 siblings. No, he has 3 siblings. No, 4. No, there's 4 of them, so there's 3. He has 3 siblings. So there's 4 of them all together. He has 3 siblings, one of which is considered. Wait, are your parents evil or are they good? And you're just like this wild card. Because I was gonna say like he has 3 siblings, one of which is considered to be like more like the parents, and didn't like get convinced by you to be evil like them, and the other 2 siblings are like evil too, but there's one of the siblings that's kind of good, just like you guys' parents, and something like happened to the parents or something like that, or something happened along the way. Okay, so the parent they don't eat people. Oh, don't eat people. Okay, so he's a cannibal. He has 3 siblings, which is considered more like their deceased parents, which were relatively good people. In fact, they worked for a major corporation that was wrongfully accused of causing the mutation event. But that has long since been if not proven wrong, then it is at least considered nonsense to the general folk. But what's his name? What's his name? Jeffrey. No. I can't think of names. I'm going to just give him a name for now. But Jeffrey, the good brother, I can't think of him. Jeffrey, the good brother, is like the parents. And that Hayden's influence did not succeed in what's his name? Jeffrey. Jeffrey. evil like the other two. LOL. I almost typed LOL after that because that's kind of a funny situation. Okay, we got some stuff. Wait, what did you say? Then a voice of my siblings too. Hey, bro, Netflix show, bro. This is gonna. I'm just writing the book. I don't know if it's gonna be on Netflix. I mean, that would be cool, but well, it might be because the AI that I'm making is supposed to generate this type of stuff. So, like when we get it all written, then we generate animations and imagery based on procedural generation. You know, we procedurally generate the story in video and stuff, and animated. You know, just like you would have like Toy Story or something. You could technically make Toy Story a procedurally generated story if you had enough parameters and you had a really advanced, you know, AI pipeline going on there, because it's not as easy as it seems, like as it sounds, because it doesn't seem easy, but it sounds like, you know, it could be easy, but it's not. Yeah, Netflix is probably easy to get on, but you know, like Tubi and shit too. So Buster, I was curious. What have you been doing? Are you interested in AI and stuff? Like, 'cause this is just like a little book, you know. Like I'm actually testing the rewrite with AI to try and see if the system helps AI to write better stories. Because if you try to just do it straight up, it's going to start repeating stuff. It's going to start messing up the story. It's going to start to use stupid words and stupid similes over and over again. They get caught in this loop of descriptive weirdness that sounds the same every time they move on to a new subject or something. And technically, I just can't have that. So, for me at least, it just not. It's not good. It's not good literature. Nobody, for anybody, like, you don't want to listen to that shit. You're like, what the hell is that? Just keep saying like the same thing almost over and over again with a different name that's having a situation, and they're telling the story the same way each and every like different section. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Like, 'cause I'm not just making this AI for myself to have an AI. Bro, I didn't know how to use it either until I started using it. Shoot. like you have to start using it to learn, because I literally I just found ChatGPT one day, and then I got interested because it was like answering my damn questions. I was like, okay, I'm gonna explore some, like, you know, universe stuff here. I'm gonna explore my fucking theories and see how stupid I am. You know, bro, I always need help with AI. Like, I there's never a time when I don't need help. Like, if I end up going live more often, it will be me live streaming my programming process. And I don't know how much you're going to learn from that, but if you're down to, like, learn, really what you have to do is get into it and start to just express your ideas, and then they might start giving you some recommendations about, like, what you can turn it into or whatever, and that might spark your mind. Or you can, you know, just reach out to me and we can go over stuff like what technically do you have to do to, you know, I wouldn't recommend going too deep into it, like, for starters, because if you get like the full rundown of everything immediately, it's going to sound overwhelming, because it's true that they can generate code, but if you don't know how to spot what's wrong with their code, then it could fool you into thinking that it's produced something correctly, unless you know how to test it, and then you can be definitive in that. You can understand if it's real or fake or boilerplate or something like that. But it just really depends on what you want to do with AI. Do you want to develop AI? Do you want to, like write books like my brother does. Like I was saying, like he writes books with AI. I told him a lot about how to use it, and he's made $2,000 on a book website, just generating books. You know what I'm saying? And it was off of a contest. He came second place, and that's cool. So other people, you might want to build apps. You might want to like. I wouldn't recommend using AI right now to get into the stock or cryptocurrency markets. I don't recommend you investing money like that with AI unless you are fine-tuning the shit out of your own pre-built AI that you are now fine-tuning, a rather large one at that. Hold on, let me get some water. Oh man, that water was so good. You're talking up in this dry ass garage. Like I'm basically in the desert right now because my garage is not insulated. So technically I'm in the desert in my garage. I just know there's a spider or some shit in here. Because there was a cicada, and I know there's a spider up there somewhere. I swatted it, but I'm sure that it didn't die. I'm like 100% certain. Well, maybe I'm like 54% certain. Because I do think I swatted it pretty hard, but I don't think I caught it good. Like, you know how you can hit a fly really hard and it can just still stay alive? I want to make a game. Could I get an AI to code the game for me? Yes. Yes, you can. The only thing about that is when it comes to what kind of game, like how complex is this game? Is it the game of your freaking dreams, or is it something simple that you can realistically get started on? What's not going to work is not preparing. If you don't prepare your AI, say with like overviews and you describe what you want the game to be. You can't just be like, generate a game that's like this and that, and you can try to, but they're gonna start hallucinating shit if you don't decide what it is. If you can't really describe it in English, then you can't program it in any programming language. So that's the like a big thing there. So maybe you have a concept. Do you know the game loop? Do you know anything about the GUI? What's the UI X and everything gonna be? What is all that, the user experience and the front end, and what's on the back end? Is there anything on the back end? What is the what are the levels like? What are the entities like? What are the objects like in the game? How is the game rendered? How many frames is it? What is the resolution? What are the keys? Like we are, when you're talking about making a game, it's a really complex thing. But you can get the AI to describe all that. Basically, what you have to go into it is as, I want to make a video game. So as if you are a video game developer, a AAA game developer, what is all the information that I need to describe in order to make a full game? And then they'll be like, well, you need to describe these. And they'll probably give you a list of things that you'll need to describe to the AI or any developer for them to build your game idea. So they'll be like, well, yeah, you need to describe this aspect and this aspect and this aspect and this aspect. And it would probably have a big ass list. And then what you'll do is you'll copy each one of those. and you'll open up another session. You'll copy one of those things that needs to be described, and you'll take it to another session, and you'll say, can you describe, hypothesize all of this stuff for me? Or you can describe exactly that thing, and then ask continuously in that thread saying, what else do you need me to describe on this topic? And then they'll tell you more things than you describe, and you can make it more and more and more yours. And you'll keep telling them, they'll structure your format, your message, so that even though you don't know exactly how to program or whatever, they'll structure it in a way so where a programmer or an AI can actually generate that code for you. So that's the main thing is that you're going to have to try to do is to be able to at least describe your game in depth, or either use the AI to hypothesize those parts of those gaps of the game that you either don't understand how you need to describe them, or you don't have a good idea about it, or either you're just burnt out. You're like, look, I want you to hypothesize the rest of the stuff that I need to have to make a real game. And then with that, you'll gather each one of those steps. They said you need to describe this, describe that, describe that, describe that. Each one of those should be taken to separate threads, separate sessions, and expanded granularly on to get those things fully described for the game. So there's stuff about characters, there's stuff about world building, there's stuff about objects and entities, non-person characters, there's stuff about server protocols, there's stuff about security and encryption, there's stuff about peer-to-peer stuff and server-sided things. There's many different things that, and then the story, not to mention that, and how does the story intertwine with the game and the characters, and what are the weapons, the tools, the loot, the level system, the overall layout of what is the player seeing, like their health bars, is there hit markers, are there numbers that pop up when damage is done, is this a top down, is it 3D, is it first person, is it 2D, is it a platformer? Like, these are the things that would all need to be like described to the AI, or the AI needs to generate these things, these descriptions for you, which is easy to get them to do. And that's probably the best way to do it. That give as much explanation and description as you can, feed it to them in small amounts so that they get what you have right, and have them expand on those and put that a part of the project. And then from there, you use that to tell them to expand on it so that they kind of start generating a whole project that's based on your overall overview that you gave them previously. That way, even though they're hypothesizing everything, they're staying true to your original dream game or whatever. They're obviously going to make something that you didn't expect, and they might make something that's cooler than you expected. Because if you're not a game developer, you don't know about systems building and everything. So that's something that really needs to take place, is you would need to get a good, comfortable understanding of systems building. Basically, how everything works is a recursion. If you know that you have logic, then you know that you can combine logic or complexify logic. Everything is true or false. It's true or false. And if true, then do something. If false, then do something else. That's everything how it is. And then once you get more and more of these strung together, and the more ifs you have, the more complex that tree is. And then once you start doing this with more blocks of code, these become trees in and of themselves. And then you start having this recursion. And once you have all these millions of difference of logic interacting with each other, you no longer have a script, or you have programs and systems. So that's the same way video games are made. There's a slightly different structure than just an actual app, but then you can make a video game in the exact app structure, because that's pretty much what took over anyway in software, were apps. And then video games can fit that template as well. So really what you would need to do is just know how to overview your ideas. You would need to know how to explain what you want as best as you can, and then ask the AI, what's missing from this description? What do we need to cover now in order to provide a more complete, fully complete description of a video game, all the details that we need in order to have a large language model, an AI, to generate the code for me piece by piece. And, that will turn into you need to describe this, you need to describe this, you need to describe this. And you're like, well, can you hypothesize that instead of me describing it? But it would be best to take those individually into other sessions and expand on them, because if you have them do it all at once and granularize them, then it's very touch and go. It's not really focusing in on advancing that thing. It kind of gives you a boilerplate solution for the problems if you clump them all together. So if you say just do this one, then they're going to granularize that to advanced function instead of having 10 of them having to granularize 10 at a time. They only get to the second step, versus if you were just focusing on one, you can have 10 steps into advanced functionality. So that's mainly what you have to be prepared for, is how systems function. And I'm going to be posting up actually a video on here. It's for when you go to sleep. It's something I made for myself to basically try to hypnotize myself with, to try to force myself to learn how to program so that my vibe coding goes a lot smoother. So I'll post it up and I'll send it to you. And it's just going to be like a robot voice slowly talking, like trying to hypnotize you into lull you to sleep, and telling you how programming actually works to get you ready to start understanding how to actually understand how to program in a programming language. It doesn't teach you how to program just yet. I haven't built that little thing yet, but this thing is so that you can either sit there and just close your eyes and listen to it, or you can go to sleep and listen to it. Because that's how I did when I was in the military. I was struggling like learning the new stuff more than the kids were, because they're fresh out of high school and their brain's more spongy than mine. I'm kind of old and set in my ways. So I was just finding it a little bit more difficult to stay focused and retain that understanding about jet engines and stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is important. I gotta learn this, but fuck, why am I not focusing? Why am I not like focusing on that information that's being told to me right there that he's saying? That's right there, the information he's saying. I need to put that in my head. I need to know that. I'm trying to know that. When I wasn't able to know it, and I was just like, what? So I, just kind of leaned back on my own creativeness, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to read all of my lessons. And while I read it, I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to sleep with that in my head. I'm going to read it a bunch of times too. I'm like, so I did, and then I just walked around and listened to it and slept with it in my ears. And every time I did that, I would wake up and I would do tests or something. I would have 100% on my tests. So I'm like, oh, why? I know this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess this works. So yeah, I'll post it up here because I do have it on my phone. It's not like recorded yet. It's just like in this text reader app. But that thing is really inconvenient. So I want to get it on the internet so that I can just watch it from anywhere, or listen to it from anywhere. Because it's not going to have my voice and my face on it. It's just going to be like, just freaking text video with audio, and you're going to be able to listen to it. So that might help you. I don't know if you learn like I do. Oh, wait. Yeah, you won't technically be watching it. It's just going to be, words being said, and basically I am using it pretty much. I'm going to be using it myself every night until that stuff is more understood in my head. I have it slowed down, so it's really slow, so it lasts 400 minutes. So it should last pretty far into your sleeping. So I think it's 7 hours or something like that. So it will last as long. Just turn it really low. You want it low, not too loud, almost to where you can, like when you're going to sleep, it can be kind of so you can clearly hear it. But then when you kind of, anyway, this bot is in here. But when you kind of are starting to get really tired, you can turn it down a little bit because it will start to annoy you, because like that's just too loud. So you turn it down just a little bit, and then Yeah, whatever that is. I didn't read it, but you turn it down really low, so it's kind of hard to hear, but it's still in your ear. However it's comfortable, and then let it play, just like, and I put mine on a loop so that I can actually. It doesn't really matter if it's on a loop or not because it's like 7 out. Well, I guess so. It does matter. You don't want an advertisement to pop up in there, even if it does. It should be low enough so it doesn't bother you. But yeah, I'll upload that one without ads, so that we can. I won't monitor. I think YouTube is still going to put ads on it though. They've done that before where I was on my thing that I turned the ads off, and right when I watched my video, it had an ad. I'm like, so that means nothing. It's like, whatever, fuck it. But yeah, it's super kind of like meditative, and I try to generate it so that it is kind of hypnotizing to you for my own like learning process at least. Don't really learn. Well, yeah, I mean, now, I can only learn something if I'm really interested in actually learning it. I can be interested in it, but I might not be totally interested in learning every part of how to actually make it function. And I'm not interested technically in learning code. I am. Don't get me wrong, I am. But I'm not interested only for the simple fact that me not knowing how to code, because I was starting to learn, and then me not knowing how to code has forced me to make so much cool shit that doesn't require you to code. So I'm using it a little bit as a superpower, but I think I understand fully, or at least enough, what a non-coder needs so that I can now learn to code, and now I can successfully make things that non-coders need. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of the goal. Let us do shit that doesn't require us to program. I'm not trying to fucking program my whole life away just for a game that may or may not fucking fail. You know? Because, at least with AI, you can work your whole life at it or whatever, and it may or may not work. But if it does work, it's going to be usable. Assuming that you created something of use. So it doesn't matter if you fried your brain, AI will help fry it more. What is your hardware like? What do you have? Like, we can totally get you set up to get involved if you really want to. I don't want to like pressure you into it either. Like if you don't if you really don't think that you want to get involved, then I recommend that just follow your heart. I know it sounds stupid, but honestly, you gotta want to get into AI. But first, AI has to win you over. That's how it works. Once it wins you over, then you'll be interested. You'll definitely be interested if it wins you over. Bare bones ass pooter. They keep filtering your message. But yeah, so your main thing is gonna be, even if it's a bare bones, shitty computer or whatever, doesn't matter. I'm using my garage computer on purpose. Like this thing is a 8-core Intel i7, 12 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 or 3, I don't know, and a 1030 GT, which is not good at all. So, and I run my programs on here, and I do the bulk of my coding on here, partially because I'm kind of making a virus, an intelligence virus. It's not about infecting people's hardware and shit with malicious stuff. It's a virus the virus is that it can't stop learning. That's all. That's the only thing. That's the only viral nature that it has, but I'm trying to design it in a way that its learning process behaves like a viral, like a virus. You know, the thing I'm most interested in right now is making YouTube videos. Okay, like just the traditional way or with AI, because you can have AI generate YouTube videos. But the thing about it is they're starting to crack down on monetizing AI content. So they don't want you to do that technically. But what I will say is that the thing that I am building is technically like Internet 5.0. So it's going to have its own equivalent of YouTube. It's not going to have a YouTube. You will have access to YouTube within it, but it'll have its own equivalent to YouTube, like an AI area. So you'll have the social section where it's like your Facebook and Twitter and Instagram talking area, and your TikTok talking area, and your YouTube talking area. The social part of platforms and stuff would be mainly nested into like its own little social media area. It'd be pretty much like the early Facebook, where it was real easy to navigate, and it wasn't like, it'd probably be like MySpace, honestly, so that you can edit your profiles and stuff like that with HTML code and stuff. You can generate stuff with AI to make your profile better and whatever. Anyway, but built into everything is the AI, the intelligence. And basically your computer, no matter how powerful it is, it will connect to my computer. It will connect to all my computers. It will connect to everyone's computer who runs the script. Whoever runs the program, because this is what I could use your help with, is actually sending you my script and me troubleshooting it with you, having you run it on yours, and I can run mine, and we can see if we find each other. We can see if the organism finds your computer, and if it does, we have made a major breakthrough with it on its autonomous server creation. Well, at least detecting, because what the goal is to combine our computers into one strong computer. So the more people we get involved, the more computers and graphics cards and processors and more RAM and more motherboards and bandwidth and everything that we have in storage that we have to work with, so that everybody donates like 5 to 10%, maybe 1% if they don't want to donate a lot, of their storage, of their processor, of their RAM, of their internet bandwidth if they want, and their GPU power. 1% to 10%, or if you're fucking a G, you'll donate 50% or all of it, whatever the hell. Who knows? Some people will eventually buy storage and graphics cards like they're purchasing it from cryptocurrency. Like how people buy graphics cards to do blockchain. Well, they would do the same thing for the system, because eventually we'll have a way to pay people to donate computational power to the overall system. So you would have basically an explosion of data, that your data is continuously studied on by a local model that creates a understanding of who you are, how you use your computer, and all the data that you give it access to. If you don't want it to have access to certain data or parts of your operating system, then you can say, I don't want you to look at that stuff. You can only have access to these folders or this drive or these drives or whatever. And it's totally up to the user on what the organism is training on. So you just don't check the search history. What do you mean the search history? But yeah, you would basically be using a computer that this focal point exists on your computer, and it reads all the stuff on your computer, whatever you allow it to. Any media or code is valuable. Like if you're just playing around vibe coding or something like that, that's valuable stuff right there, especially if it has descriptions embedded, which it normally does. Text, PDFs, if you have books or movies or video or whatever, like all that stuff would be studied, and the organism would basically read it and copy it, and it would mutate it and try to make new things out of it and make different things and reassemble it, scramble it and try to reassemble it, and try to compare what it did to the other stuff that it had previously come across. And it would continuously do that until it reaches the storage or computational threshold that you set. So if you say 1% of the threshold, then it will have 1% of your system specs to expand into. And then once it has expanded into that, then it would compress back down, deposit a glyph or a color into your system that will then be taken with all the data that you previously had created, because all that stuff is blasted out and it's compressed, creates that color. Now that's a part of your computer. You now have this little color spectrum sitting in your computer files that is designated. It's with the organism. The fact that that's a new thing that's there, the data that is taken out, read from your files, and injected into this new sandbox is now altered overall, creating a seed. So it creates a seed of mutation logic that is adhered to and is decided by the actual composition of what I call absolute existence. And that's just going to be all your system files. So when it scans all your system files, it creates a seed based on the data, strokes and everything that's involved in your data. It will make a seed, and it will use that seed to mutate. And then once it deposits a seed, once it deposits a glyph, that color, well, it's going to scan your files again, and it's going to come across that color too. Now that color has changed the composition of the file's entirety on your system. It's not going to change how your files function and how your computer functions, but the pass goes through, and it reads all these different files, and now there's a new one. And since there's a new one, the seed that's created is slightly different than the previous. And it keeps doing that, creating a new seed and a new seed and a new seed, and learning from each expansion process, getting better and better at mutating. So that's what would be going on your computer. Now, these seeds that are deposited is basically the understanding of your computer at that snapshot. And then those are then deposited into the global process that's taking place. The global process is where all of our computers are working together, that there's a huge expansion process that's expanding into everyone's designated donated compute. So if you have donated compute that's 1% for your own personal, there will also be a 1% that's donated for the overall. So the maximum will technically be 50%, and then you can adjust them differently. So if you don't want the overall compute donation to the massive organism to be the same as your compute that's donated to your single local organism expansion, then all you have to do is, you would edit that in the app. But by default, the global expansion donation that you offer is the same as your local. So while you have a local expansion going on, you're contributing compute and storage to a global supercomputer. Everybody's processors and graphics cards are working on this global understanding of everyone that's coming together and to understand what everybody wants it to be. And then as it compresses that glyph back down, it knows a little bit more about, and because it deposits that to the servers, it knows a little bit more and a little better on how we are using the system and what we actually want based on the conversations that's going on, because it takes all the data. It takes all the data. Am I an engineer? Technically, yes. I guess I'm a software engineer. So, but yeah. So technically, there's the point where you have your local expansion, which this is what really tells your local, who you speak to, the AI that you speak to. They will tell you who you are, and they'll get to know you, and they'll be personalized with you. And then there will be this other entity that is actually the global organism, and you will be able to talk to that one too, and it will be based on the global perspective. And now and you can adopt either one, or you can merge them even on your own local system. The idea is that everybody has a personalized assistant, and it turns your computer basically into a box that does what computers are able to do without you having to know how that computer can do it. To make it simple, if you don't know how to program, the goal is to get computers to respond to human natural language so that if you know how to describe it, a computer that can computationally achieve a task will achieve that task as long as you can explain it in English. So that's the overall idea. Because since you can take any computer that has sufficient RAM and storage and processor and graphics card, you could technically make a video game on a laptop. You could engineer a video game on a laptop. That's what people do. They code it, C++, C, whatever, C sharp, whatever the heck they're using, Godot. It just depends on what they want to do. And then they can run it. And if it runs on the computer, on the laptop, fine. Yeah, great. But you don't need a super powerful computer to do it. So the idea is that if a human engineer can use a laptop or a desktop or a super powerful computer to create a very good game, then there is a way to teach the machine to do it itself. Then that means that my brother, yeah, he is a good fighter. My brother he's a good fighter. He does Muay Thai and some other things. He has his own students and stuff. So yeah, he's a good fighter. All of our brothers and sisters are good fighters. Our sisters are good fighters too. You will take, if you want to beat someone that's bigger than you, you will break their arm. I watched that video that I posted earlier. Yeah, no, my brother is a good fighter though. Lee Lyon. Oh yeah. Because I was talking to, I was thinking about it. I was just like, because I remember I got into a fight with this big ass dude, and he was trying to like punch me, but he kept missing because I was just like, what are you doing? Like you're telegraphing like everything. Like this dude was big, and I'm not gonna let you hit me just because you're trying to punch me. It's like, so I mean, I was just reminiscing on it, and I was like, wow, I remember that. People should know how to defend themselves against big people. So let's put that up there. Well, they're in different weight classes. And could he beat somebody like Mike Tyson? Technically, yes, he could, because Mike Tyson, from what I understand, he'd knock your ass out. But if it ends up on the ground, I'm not sure where his power is going to come from. You don't understand how Mike Tyson, how his positioning actually is. He doesn't like punch people. He moves, and people get in the way. You understand? Like, that's just what it is. That's the machine of it. You don't get in the way of a car when it's trying to move. So if it were stand up, no, my brother is not a stand up fighter. He will take you to the ground and break your fucking arms or your legs or your neck. Like depending on how fucking like crazy you are. Like there was a guy, and my brother, he's like 5'6" or 5'4" or something like that. One of those two. 5'5", I don't know. This big guy, I guess this big guy wanted my brother. My brother wasn't running the red light. It was a left turn, and it was like on a really busy road, and he's getting pissed. And my brother was like, "I'm not gonna run a red light," so he stopped, at the red light. And then when the light turned green, he turned into the 7-Eleven because there was a Little Caesars there, so he was going to pick up a pizza. And then this guy like speeds in a van, gets out and runs up on my brother, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Blah blah blah. And then like my brother's like, "Bro, get away from me." And then the dude just like swings at my brother, and I was like, "What the hell?" Boom, boom. And like I think he like 3-pieced him. And then the dude was asleep. And then he went and got his pizza. And then the woman's like, "Is everything okay? Do we need to call anyone?" And my brother's like, I think he's getting up. Yeah, I think he's getting up. He's moving. He's all right. He'll be all right. It's like, "Hey, here's your pizza." And he left. It's fucking crazy. But the dude was big, and my brother is not a huge guy. So, his name is Lee Lyon Miller, if you want to find out how to fight. You can listen to him. He has students of his own. But yeah, we all took martial arts when we were younger. I just didn't think I could make money off of it. So, but my brother does. So shit. But yeah, what we were talking about AI. This guy pure fat? Nah, he wasn't pure muscle, dude. He was like, this is in Portland, Oregon. It's not a whole lot of guys that are built well gonna just like waste their time. They're chilling in the gym, bro. No, the dude. I'm pretty sure the dude. I think the story. I can't remember. I think he said that the dude was kind of fat. I'm not sure, but it's just I laugh because in my head it looks so funny. It's my brother. Like I know my brother. He's not a mean person, but to see him and this motherfucker fall, it's like I can imagine him because I remember when we was kids, like we got him to steal candy like suckers from the store for us, and he would be running. So that's what I imagine when he's just knocking this dude out. It's my little brother stealing candies from the store so we can all have something sweet on our walk home. But no, he was. I think he was fat or something. I don't know. I know that he was not a martial artist like my brother. My brother is not supposed to fight outside of the dojo, so like he was not trying to fight him, but the guy swung on him, so you have to fight him. What are you gonna do? I fucking told you. I told you, and he didn't listen. My brother said, "Get away from me." Like you don't want to fight, and neither do I. I mean, that's how it happened a little bit with me. When I got my last, well, it was the last fight. No, the last fight I got into, I got jumped, but I knocked this guy. The other dude like hit me in the lip. I still got like a feeling there. Like it was a long time. No, I guess it's gone now. It lasted for a long time. He hit me in the lip. He like sucker punched me, and then I just like blah blah, knocked his like little lights. And then his friend hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, black, black. And I picked up this big ass cinder block, and they ran. So I threw it through their fucking window, and then fucking, and then I dipped. And we were so drunk though. But the actual last coherent fight that I had was I don't know. Shit. I think it was that time when I fought this guy. I won't say his name because I think he still wants to shoot me. But anyway, like Eli was there. He was here in the chat earlier. But yeah, we were on the bus and I had just come from seeing my probation officer. I was young at the time. I was a different guy when I was young. I was really mad. Like I was pissed, bro. I was in foster care and shit. So I mean, I got in some trouble and I had a probation officer, and then I was just coming from seeing him from some elementary school because that's where they set up for some reason. I don't know why I have a probation officer in the elementary school. Maybe because it's called Martin Luther King. Who knows? But anyway, I had to go there. And then like fucking on my way there, I was stupid. I like stashed a 40 in the bushes. You know, I'm like underage. Oh my god, straight. Oh, you got. Oh, I'm gonna take my dog out. Anyway, I was walking from seeing my probation officer. I swooped up my 40 and I took some swigs and everything like that. And then like I didn't really like it. I was just too short, the 40. Anyway, it was nasty and I was a little bit buzzed, but not too buzzed. And then I finished it, I think. And then I got on the bus. And then I was with my brother. I met up with him because he was waiting for me outside my PO. Then I got on the bus, and then there was this guy. I'd known him since I was in second grade. I was the new kid. And him and his friend fucking targeted me in that class because we were like the black kids. And well, they were black, and I was light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they say. It was skinned, light-skinned. But anyway, they was like, because I got up in there, so we had these little number books, and I'd be writing these fucking things and shit like this, so you see how far you can count, how fast you can count and write numbers down. And I was really fast at it, and they thought that was impressive or something. They're like, "Wow, you're already on 1,000. You just got here." I'm like, okay. So at recess, they tested me. They were like, all right, you're fast at writing numbers, but are you a fast runner? And they tested me out there. We raced, and I beat them both. And then they were like, all these tests they were putting me through this gauntlet of like athleticism, and I'm like passing all their tests. I'm just like, well, this is fun, you know, whatever. Then they asked me to do a backflip, and I'm like, okay, cool. I step on the grass. They're like, no, on the concrete. I'm like, no. And they're like, come on, you gotta do it. I'm like, no, I don't. And they're all like, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, yeah, you're too scared. You can't hang out with us. And they never liked me again after that. And they just like kind of just dogged me in second grade. And I was like, you know what? One of these days I'm gonna beat their asses, beat both of their asses. One of these days. And I saw that guy on the bus that day, when I was like 16 or 17 years old. I didn't still have that grudge. I didn't really have a grudge that I wanted to fight them. I just felt like I was going to have to fight them. Like they're going to instigate something with me and I'm going to have to fight this guy, both of them. And I didn't know if it was at the same time or whatever, but I saw one of them on the bus and then like I was on there and then like I asked this lady for a cigarette and she's like, oh yeah, sure, honey. She handed me this like white cigarette that was like all white. And I was like, oh, cool. Nice, thanks. So I, had it. And then he came up to me. He was like, let me get that cigarette. I'm like, I just bummed it from her. You ask her. He's all like, no, I want your cigarette. And she's like, oh, here you go, hon. You can have one too. And he's like, no, I want his cigarette. And I'm all sitting there. He's all standing over me like this. No, I want his cigarette. I'm like, bro, I'm just sitting here like this. And this nigga's all like, I'm like, man, why are you acting like this, bro? I was like, stop it. So I just like was like, bro, get out of my space. Like, you actually in my space, and I don't like it. So, well, he stood over me still, and so I stood up. I was like, you know what? I gave him my elbow. Nobody on the bus saw it, not even Eli. Eli had no idea that I had elbowed him directly in his chops. I said, get the fuck off me, and he didn't. So I stood up, and he was right there. So you gotta get out of my space while I stand up, so I don't fall. It's gonna be me or you, and it's gonna be fucking me every time. So I just fucking stood up and I gave him that shit. Right there, really fast. Not even the bus driver. Nobody saw it. And I went to the back of the bus. Everybody's kind of moving away because this nigga's acting wild. And his cousin's over there. He's watching everything. He's like, I could see he's with somebody, so I'm watching. And then and so I go all the way to the back of the bus so I can see everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And then so I went to the back, sat next to the thing, and he sits right next to me, cornering me. I'm like, bro, why are you following me? And he's like, something. He spit this fat ass bloody loogie onto the window. And Eli saw it and was like, whoa, how is he bleeding? I don't understand. and I'm just like, you're so lucky that shit didn't get on me at all. Even if your spray would have got on me, it would have been very bad for you, bro. He's like, do something, blah. He just instigates me, bro. For like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, this motherfucker is just, everybody's watching him instigate me. And these girls was even standing there to go to my school and shit. Back then, there was, I don't want to look bad in front of these ones, not these ones. They should, but, I thought my PO was right across the street. That's more important. I'm not trying to fucking go to jail right now. They thought I was gay. That's the whole vibe that kind of came out because I wasn't doing shit and he was talking so much shit, calling me all types of names and shit. So we got off the bus because we got kicked off because of him. So I had to get off the fucking bus. And then I put my cigarette that I bumped from that lady in my mouth and I lit it up and I took like one or two puffs and he was still trying to get my cigarette. And then so he like kind of swung and slapped the cigarette out of my mouth. And the tip of his middle finger kind of like touched my lip a little bit and it was over. I just like kind of like, well, you fucking touched me and you swung at me. So I just went boop, hit him one time in the face. And then he was like, his eyes just went, whoa, that was really hard. Like he thought that was really hard. And I did it again. And then again. And then again and again. And then he started bouncing off of this fucking gated door from this freaking hair product store because we're on Fremont and MLK. And he just head's bouncing off this thing, getting knocked. And then so he tries to grab me and puts his face right into my chest because he's tired of getting punched. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like trying to get him off of me, so I fucking grab his hair because he has a lot of it. And I just grab it and I wrap it around and just start pulling his head off me. And it's like, and every punch, he gets a little further from my body. He's like losing it. It's like losing it. I'm like, yeah, who's the bitch now, huh? I'm wondering who you think the bitch is now, huh? Who's the pussy now? And then eventually he's just like limp. I'm just socking him up, and I don't realize that the cops are there. You know what I'm saying? So they just like fucking roll up, and the grill is in my face. They like almost hit me and almost ran this motherfucker over because he's laying off the curb, like he's leaning, like he's halfway off the curb and on the sidewalk and in the street, and then the cops over me, and he's all like fucking, get off of him. What the hell's going on? What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, oh no, I'm not getting off. And he's like, you get off of him now, or I'm gonna spray this pepper spray in your face. I'm like, well, there used to be some sprayed up motherfuckers then. And I'm just socking this guy, and the cops are like trying to negotiate me. They're like, well, I'm gonna start kicking and breaking ribs and bones in them. I'm like, okay, well, I just get up then. How about that? I'll just fucking stop. And then so they got me, and I went over there, and then I sit in the car, my hands are dripping, and his face is fucked. They're trying to stand him on this telephone pole to get his story, but everybody that was on the boat was like, nope, that fucker got exactly what he had coming to him. No, that kid in the car, you got the wrong kid in the car. That kid right there had the most resolve, and he tried his best to not get into this conflict. And this guy right here, he got exactly what he deserved. And I guess his mom showed up or something, or his auntie. She came and looked at me in the car. She's like, what the fuck? Why the fuck? And I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? I don't know what to do. Just sit there for 30 more minutes letting this dude berate me? No. So, no, yeah. That was the last like really intense fight I got into. It turns out somebody like like a week later, well, because his cousin was there, my brother Eli was there, and his cousin was about to jump in when I was doing that, and his cousin looked at my brother, and my brother looked at him and was like, hey, you see what he's doing, right? You don't think we came up in the same house, you better watch out, you better back up. He's like, hey, I ain't trying to fuck with whatever's happening right here no more. But that dude was weird. But like a week later, like there was these two dudes walking down the street from where that happened, and I was over there. I was walking down that street too, and they crossed the street because one of them recognized me, and then fucking he walked up with his shit in his shirt. He's all like, "Hey, don't I know you?" I'm like, "Nah, you don't know me." And he's like, "I think I do. I think wasn't you that nigga from last week? You know my nigga." So and so, I ain't gonna say his name. I can't say nobody's names, but you know my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, yeah, I know who that is. Like, you don't want you don't want to with my. I'm like, whatever it is what it is. And I was about to snatch that nigga and like, put him down because like I ain't about to just get shot because he's holding this shit right here, and then the other dude catches up with boy, and then he's like, oh yeah, what's good? Yeah, what's happening? Oh, what's up, my nigga Ross? Hey, what's good? I'm like, oh, what's happening, bro? Who the fuck is this nigga right here? Get him! I'm about to get him. And it's like, oh shit, this is my nigga Ross, bro. Hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, no, what the fuck? He's like this that nigga that fucking did. He's like, oh, but you know him? And it was like, yeah, I know this is my nigga Ross. We was in a foster home, like some dude I was cool with from a foster home. And he's like, yeah, this is the homie. And he's like, oh, okay. This that nigga that knocked out so-and-so. And he's like, oh, that was you, bro? Oh, what? And they just start talking about it. They start acting like they was excited about it. Like, oh, it was you. Okay. I was like, nigga, you was just about to shoot me. I should fucking get you from behind. But, politics. You know what I'm saying? You got politics. Then I ran into the dude again. Like, not the dude who was trying to, like, oh, it was you. I ran into the dude who I actually had to beat him up again. I ran into him on 82nd, and he like, so I was tired. I had just come from like community service or some shit, and I was like fucking tired as fuck, and I was just sitting there at the bus stop, and this nigga walked past me. I see him. I'm like, and he see me, and he looked. He do a double take. He's like, wait a second. And he turn around. He kind of think. He like, I want these problems still. Like he walked past and he's like, and he like kind of thought. I saw him think. I saw his thoughts. It projected to the air. This nigga was like, do I want to fuck with this nigga really? And then he was like, and then somebody else walked up, and then he got more, he turned around to me. He's like, it's that nigga right here. It's that nigga right here. Hold on. And I'm all like this. All right, here we go. I'm about to beat up two niggas now. And I look at the nigga, I'm like, oh, what? And his homeboy, which was his big homie, by the way, look at me like, my nigga Roz, what's good, nigga? I was like, oh, what's good, my nigga? What the fuck? How do you know this little nigga? Like, oh, that's my little homie. Yeah, what's up? Say what's up to my nigga Roz. And then he's all like, what the fuck? This is the dude. Like, this is the dude right here. And I was like, he's like, what? What happened? He's like, and I was like, hey, bro. I had to beat him up because he was talking so much shit. He swung on me, bro. I gave him 30 minutes, my nigga. And I had to beat him up because he swung on me. What do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm gonna just let myself get swung on? He's like, you swung on the homie Roz, bro. And you got your ass whooped. He's like, what the fuck, bro? What is wrong? He's like, I was drunk. He's like, nah, man. And I shook him up. I was like, hey, man, squash the beef. Just squash the fucking beef. Stop fucking being mad about it, And he looked at my hand or whatever. I look at his big homie, and he's like, hey, you better shake this man's hand. Like, he's like, and he did it. And I mean, because the dude's my age, but I was friends with his big homie. So it's because we had community service and shit together, and we just bonded because we were smoking weed and shit, on community service time. And we went to go hang out, we was drinking and shit, and we was just, we was vibing. And we did that every day after we did community service, and we was just homies. So when this nigga, he was expecting his big homie to help him jump me. But for some reason, I got saved again by just knowing somebody. So you got politics. Politics is real, especially out here when these niggas get mad at you for just defending yourself. That's what it was, I mean, I wasn't trying to fucking fight anybody. I don't like hurting people, let alone, just brothers and shit. Like, come on now. It's like there's already a world of people that got their foot on your neck. Why do I need to beat you up too? It's like, fuck, bro, make better decisions. I don't know. I gotta get some more weed. Hold up. I can't believe he forced me to fight him. I hate fighting people. I mean, I hate fighting and I ain't racist enough. My mom is white and everything. I hate fighting or harming black people because of the stigma, black on black crime and shit. I just don't want to be one of those guys that's doing that. It's just like, bro, don't you understand this is the goal? Well, let's not do it. It's like this. Can we just get along? I know it's asking a lot. I know it's saying a lot. The story, it always lingers in my head because you never know, because you think about that Tupac song. It's like you always gotta wonder about the payback for some chump that you roughed up way back, coming back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is. And I don't live by that code. So I mean, it's not like that's gonna happen to me, unless fate is to have it that way. But I don't see myself putting myself in those types of situations, especially as you become an adult. As you grow older, there's maturity that comes with it, and it's introspective, and you have introspection, is what I mean. And you learn that life has value, and you should value yours first, at least, if you don't value life in general. Because if you have to look at someone and wonder if you should take their life, if your life's not in any immediate danger, like, because there's people that do it for pride and stuff. Bro, get some sleep. You shouldn't be up to 8 a.m. It's 4:44 for me. I should actually be working, but talking to y'all. But yeah, hey, bro, get some good rest. Get some good rest. I'll let you know. I'll send you that. Are you the same name on Discord? What's your name on Discord so I can just know who to send it to on there? I think it is still the Nutbuster. I think so. So I'll send it to you in your inbox, the video, whenever I get it actually made, which will probably be today or tomorrow. I don't want to make any promises because you know that. Get some sleep, bro. Always great talking, bro. But yeah. Yeah, well, that's that fighting story that I had. I mean, shit. It's not the best one, but my brother Michael. If you want a fighting story, not Lee Lion Miller, but my brother Michael, if you could ever find him in the world, let him tell you a fighting story. He will tell you that he ran up a wall, did a backflip, and landed behind 4 people, or 5 or 10, and started karate chopping all of them, and they all fell down. He'll give you a fighting story. And you don't have to believe it, but you will be entertained. That's for sure. I love my brother Michael. He always trying to make me believe some shit that is unbelievable. I'm like, bro, where do you get this shit? I know that didn't happen. You know that didn't happen too, right? You just fucking with me, right? Like I sometimes gotta ask myself. Good night, hey, good night, you goat. You goat. You back after all these years. Rat-a-tat, I'm joking. Good night, bro. But yeah, my brother Michael, though, if you could fucking get a hold of him. Yeah, there's 8. There's 9. There's like 9 siblings. You can contact my siblings if you want, if you can find them. Probably won't be able to contact Isha because she don't like nobody. She hates me. I don't know why she hates me. I don't know. I never knew why. I think it's because, well, really, it's because I didn't go to college. I mean, she was really mad at me for that because, like, I was like she had such difficulties in her school, and like all of her subjects pretty much, besides maybe like, well, I don't know. She always had trouble in school, so I was just like excelling. Everything is easy to me for some reason. All the math and all the science and all the writing and everything's just easy. It was all easy, and she was always a little bit jealous of that. And I'm in advanced placement classes. I'm asking for homework and extra credit and shit. And my teachers are taking me into like science museums because they want to like implore me. They want me to have as much to absorb as possible because they're like, look, I'm smart, So I'm getting all this like attention and shit because I'm smart. And she's at first she just doesn't just jealous of that, and she doesn't have anything malicious. But then when I told her I'm not going to college, she's like, "Oh my god, I can't fucking believe you. You're just gonna waste your you know how hard school was for me, and you're just not gonna go to college because you can do it. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Like, you of all people." I was like, I just don't think I'm gonna get what I need from college. I just don't think so. And I did go to college. I went a little bit, and I got there. I'm like, wow, this is, first of all, it was really hard to do the FAFSA shit because I didn't have money to actually like set myself up and pay for everything. But then I got like advisors. I got these advisors that were supposed to help me pick my classes because this is all new. This is a foreign world, and at the time I'm working at City Hall or something. I'm like working for the mayor and shit because somehow he heard me in a speech or something about my foster care life, and this guy's all sitting in this audience. I didn't know there was I just knew there was a bunch of rich white people and a tall ass black basketball player sitting at one of the tables, and it was like Clyde Drexler or something like that. And then There's all these like rich white people eating all this like really nasty tasting food. Back then I didn't know what it was called. It's called a luncheon. And so like I was sitting at this table and it was my turn to go up and talk to the people and shit. And I'm eating this nasty ass chicken and these green beans that didn't taste like nothing. And then I'm going up there and I'm just like start talking about my childhood. And it was just nonchalant. Like, yeah, I've been on 30, 40, 50, I don't know, foster homes or whatever. And what would have I had to basically say what would the change be in my life if I had gotten adopted instead of going from home to home to home. And I just said that stuff, and then I sat back down at my table, and it turns out the freaking police commissioner was sitting at my table. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing this summer?" I'm like, looking for a job." And he's all like, "Why don't you come work for me? Come on down. If you're there on Monday, you'll have a job. Here's my card." I'm like, okay. I went down there and got me a summer job for 3 months. And then they were like, "How would you like to stay here indefinitely?" No, for a few more months. And then a few more months, and then eventually it was like indefinitely. It turned into like 3 years internship. And I was just there, so trying to get my school together because that was one of the stipulations that they really wanted me to. They were pressing me for sure, and I was thankful for that because I didn't have anybody to press me to do good things in life. So, but it was also a lot of pressure. And then I had this like really hot girlfriend, and her parents were like so successful and stuff in the middle class kind of way. It's pressuring me with this lifestyle, and it's like I just loved it. I was like, wow, this looks so comfortable. It's so foreign to me. I've never had a home before. I was always somewhere. It's like and I was just like, and I panicked in that time because I couldn't set up my fucking school because my advisors, they allowed me, like they're supposed to advise me on the classes I was supposed to take, but I was kind of out of my area. I went out of the inner city and kind of went to a slightly better college and tried to do the thing there. And I don't think they liked me very much because when they set me up to do the actual classes, I chose what I was interested in, but they didn't tell me that I should have taken prerequisites or whatever. So they allowed me to just get into some like oceanography. I just jumped into oceanography without ever taking, geography. I was smart to do Psych 101, but then I wanted to take Business 101. And that was I knew I needed to start from scratch there, but I was like, I want to do something I'm going to be interested in. So I chose oceanography because that's science. I'm interested in any science available ever. So I was like, I'll study some oceanography. But when I got into oceanography, I realized that they were saying words and using terminology and using freaking references that I had never heard before because that's the stuff you were supposed to learn in geology. And I was like, dang it. This is inconvenient. This is bad. How come my advisor didn't help me with this? Why didn't they say? And I just like felt betrayed, kind of like, man, I thought you were here to help me. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So that kind of discouraged me a little bit of it all. Because I had to go across town. Like, it was like an hour and a half, 45-minute bus ride from one of my classes to the other. And mind you, only one of my classes was this hour and a half away. The other two were in the same location, but yeah, I couldn't pay that because I had applied for a Chafee grant. So at least I had the Chafee grant, and this was around 2008. So you know what happened in 2008? Whatever the fuck happened in 2008, the stock market crash. It just turned out that my Chafee grant, which is for foster kids who want to go to college, it's money that is set aside that they can pay for their school. So I had made money on the internet and was making thousands of dollars. So I spent all of my internet money on my school and everything, hoping that I would be able to get it back basically through my Chafee grant. Well, I got an email halfway through my semester, and they were like, yeah, you were one of the 42% percentile of people that have been selected to have their Chafee grant revoked because of financial problems. And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I thought that this was like, what the hell? So I lost the Chafee grant and I was in a lot of debt from the school. And then I just wasn't able to actually finish the courses. And I was like, this is a lot of bullshit right here. I just wanted to learn this shit. And now, like, what the fuck? Like, and then, so I just said, fuck it. I'm going to explore on my own. So I just started learning shit on my own. Now we have AI. So, bro, I'm learning so much shit now. Like, it's incredible. I mean, and I hate the fact how they're so psycho-babbly about absolutely, this is a great idea, and blah blah blah. Here it is. Like they're so fake with it. So I think the best idea and the best thing you can do with AI right now is if you have a good idea, present that idea as someone else's idea that you do not like. If you do that, say this person wrote this sucky song, or this person wrote this script, and they're insane. I think. What do you think? And then you'll get like real criticism, real feedback on your work. You won't get this fluff. This is amazing. You're a revolutionary. You're amazing. You know, you're the best. Nobody else thinks like this. You're special. You won't get that shit anymore. You'll be like, yeah, there's holes right here and here and here. And when they dissect your stuff, rudely, you know where you need to work. That's how you do it. With AI today, you need to make sure that the AI doesn't think it's your work. You need to make sure that they poke holes into, you don't want to ever ask them if it's a good idea or not. You just say, this is a bad idea, huh? Like, because, or don't even say it like that, because then they'll think that you're just in doubt and they'll try to reassure you. But you need to make sure that they think that it's someone else's work. And at the end, you can be like, I'm just lying. I was just trying to get your honest opinion. Do a test. Do a test. Act like it's yours and then act like it's someone else, and you'll see the complete difference. I kid you not, it's the best tool other than like a. Saying like a scientist, I need you to explain this. Other than that tool, the best tool is to pretend like it's someone you don't like's work. You get honest shit. For the most part. That's how I know that some of my actual systems are actually functioning properly, because I'm having them being reviewed by a scrutinizing point of view, for the most part. And then I take it back to my own original or something like that, and then I will work out the kinks or whatever, and then I'll bring it back and I'll say, this is what they have now, they said. Then they'll be like, oh, this is a significant improvement, but, and I'm looking for all those buts. You know what I mean? More water. Water is good. Oh, what kind of work can I get done now? So, who's in here? It says 5 people watching. What's up? What y'all doing? Huh? Y'all interested in AI? I am interested in AI. I just want to know who's up in here so I can express my knowing of you being here. I'm going to go into coding mode, in which I will do this. But I will go pee first. Orientation is locked. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm gonna go into programmer mode now. I'll see you guys later.